going on, guys? We're back with another episode of the 4 podcast, and you know what we're doing today. It's another review episode, and before I even get into that, it's your boy Adam, aka SS Journal on Twitter.
It is I, Jacoby, aka your friendly neighborhood Snorlax.
It is your boy DJ ASAP Jubilant. I think I'm actually gonna stop doing in the cuts. I think I'm gonna start doing fun facts of the day. So, fun fact of the day: did you know if you were in a burning building, the best place for you to get fresh air is actually on the floor?
Interesting facts.
Make you rise, make the smoke rise. Okay.
Anywho, R.I.P. Kyle Busch. But yeah, no.
It's your boy TJ. I go by TJ with the shots. And today, as you notice, it's not just 4 of us today. I got my homie here. I'm gonna let him do the intro and let him introduce himself and let the people know about your socials and what you do, brother.
All right, so my name is Wacko Genius. I'm here joining these great gentlemen. They were kind enough to let me join them on this fantastic review for
amazing
the
album.
highly anticipated Iceman. But yeah, I'm here. I have multiple platforms. I have TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I'll just send you like a link tree with like everything, and then it'll have everything on there. My Apple Music is on there too, so you can check out my playlist. They're fire. So.
Yes, sir.
I thought you was about to try to link your SoundCloud for it.
That'd be crazy.
So our good friend here always likes to argue and discuss music.
He be in the comments
and discuss.
Y'all
he's
be
been a great supporter of the show, and he asked if he could join us on the Iceman review. He said, "Y'all gotta let me get on there," and I thought it would be a funny and interesting and a very riveting conversation. So I'm gonna let Adam, Mr. Six Guy himself.
First of all, I am a Drake fan, but I'm not the fan that you all make it out to be.
You
and me were in the trenches together. Says Drake fans.
Together. That's true.
This says that as he's wearing a Nocta shirt. You knew what it was, though. You knew what it was.
I don't know you picked that out on purpose.
But we're here to talk about the highly anticipated, as my brother said, the album Iceman by Drake. We will also touch on Habibti and Maid of Honor also, but that's not the meat and potatoes of this conversation. What we all were waiting for and we were anticipating is this album Iceman. And before we even go into the track by track, I'm going to say off rip, I think he delivered.
I'm going to first say, I need y'all to smash that like button.
Come on now.
I need y'all to go ahead, hit that notification bell.
Yup.
And could you please comment and let us know, did you think Drake delivered with Iceman or Habibti or Maid of Honor? Or do you think it was a letdown? Or do you think Drake needs to figure out what the hell he needs to do next? Let us know.
Take a break, recover.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, take a break and recover.
I like this actually. Hold on.
Well, see, this is actually funny because, and this is why I kind of wanted to join the conversation because, as you said, you're the Drake fan of the crew, and I've been known to be like a Drake hater. So it's
he tried to say nothing was the same. Wasn't the classic?
Hey, bro, we're not even talking about that.
We're talking about the Iceman today.
Hey, Williams?
Man, what cold?
Damn.
It's a little cold out. So do y'all think he delivered? Just a short answer real quick. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm indifferent.
Okay.
I'm indifferent as well. I think he delivered, but I have my takes on it. But I think he delivered for what it is.
And?
It's Drake, so I feel like he's going to deliver the way that Drake wants to. In my personal opinion, did he deliver? No.
Okay. I like that. So to kick it off, the first track is titled Make Them Cry.
Yes.
And I like the title of that track. The reason I like the title of that track is because that's the track where he tries to give you the sentimental side of things, where he goes into, I'm not just battling this battle. My father has cancer, and I'm going through this stuff mentally. Now, I will say, like, it's kind of like him playing victim, but he's not playing victim because he's just telling you his truth in the moment. So I like that as a great intro track. To me, I think it goes up there with some of his better intros. I'm not going to get into the ranking of the intros, but I think it's one of his better ones. How do you all feel about Make Them Cry?
Honestly, Make Them Cry is probably in on the higher end of my favorite song from this project.
Okay.
I thought it was a very good intro, like you said, kind of just like him explaining himself and like how he's been with his mental, how he's felt with the state of things after the past 2 years with the Kendrick rap beef. I do think I like the first half of the beat. I like the first half beat a lot better than I do the second half beat. It's not a bad switch up by any means. I just think when I look at the two beat switches, I prefer the first one, and I would have preferred that to be the entirety of the song as opposed to him doing the beat switch. The beat switch wasn't bad, but it's cool.
Honestly, that's how that whole album's written.
Yeah.
But,
I actually feel a bit of the opposite. I feel like the first half, I was like, okay, when are we gonna kind of get to the point? You kind of say the same thing we've all known for the past couple years. And I've even said this in our music chat. This track would be so much harder if Drake just shut up the first 2 years. Like, if he didn't say nothing, and then he was finally like,
I agree
oh
with
my
that.
God, this is how he feels. Cool. And then it's like, all right, cool. And then he started turning up. He was like, yeah, da-da-da-da-this, da-da-da-da. My dad got cancer. I got real life shit going on. Y'all worried about this whack ass rap beef. And it's like, come on, bruh.
Real quick disclaimer, it was confirmed that his dad has
He's in remission
the
now.
cancer's in remission.
Okay.
He's not actively battling it, but still.
Okay.
Nonetheless, not to take away from anything, I just wanted to have that disclaimer out there. Yeah.
I like the second half better than the first.
I don't really have an issue with any of the beat switches on this song. I like that 40, his producer was telling him, like, hey, dig deeper. And, like, really, I feel like it's been a while since I feel like Drake has something to talk about. So I feel like this was a good start. And, you know, I feel like it kind of like Jacob said, and my boy Malik was just like, where his head been at. I do think it would have hit a little harder had we not known, if he just was silent. But I'm not mad at it, to be honest. I think it's a smooth intro. I'm not mad at it.
I think it's fine. I think it's I'd have to run through a lot of Drake's other like intros to like really say how it compares to the rest of them.
Yeah, I get that.
But
for sure.
based off how it sounded fine. And I'm gonna let that know out the way so y'all can't call me a hater. I think the sound throughout the album is really good. It sounds really good. If you're just like, if it's just background music or if you just passively listening, there's nothing necessarily bad about it. As far as what he was talking about, I ain't gonna lie, every song, even though it sounds good, he has bars that make me cringe on every single one.
I will say,
bar, it's like, bro, do you even know what therapy is?
See, now I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you do that because with that bar specifically, because I was actually gonna talk about that bar next, but you brought it right there. So the fact that he said stuff like that, including that bar, what he said, I'm scared of taking psychedelics because I'm scared of unpacking. That just lets you know the mental space that he's in. He knows that he's not ready to do the things that everyone's saying. You're 40, you need to grow up and
But
do.
that's the point.
But
it's like you're 40.
Right, but I'm saying the first step in recovery to getting to that point is admitting it. And I think this album is a great testament of him admitting that he's not ready for that, but now he's actively trying to do something about it. Because him admitting that, hey, yeah, my therapist is attractive, so I'm not even listening to her. That means I'd rather objectify women than actually deal with my own problems. So I think that was just a good testament of him being self-aware. Granted, he's not doing it in the way like we know like a Kendrick to do, because he went through the process and actually made the progress. Drake hasn't made that progress yet. He's been stuck on this shit for 2 years, as you can hear in the album. It is, but
I'll say that I agree with what you were saying, but I don't think he's actively trying. I think that song was actually him saying, yeah, I know y'all telling me to dig deeper and I should be more introspective, but guess what? Fuck that.
I don't care.
And he kind of showed that with the rest of this album, and then with 2 more on top of that.
I get that.
It's just kind of like,
Now that leads kind of into a new theory I have. I think he's dropping again this year. But that's
he
besides
did
the fact.
say we taking over the summer and the winter. I don't know what part of the winter, but I mean, he always likes to do something around his birthday, around October and stuff. So,
but yeah, to kind of wrap up that track, I think it sets a good tone for the album because it gives a good melancholy feel. Yeah. And you know what album it actually kind of like makes me think about a lot? One that recently came out that we haven't talked about yet, which I hope we do at some point. Is It's Been Awful. And I think it kind of relates in a way because Isaiah Rashad's been battling drug addiction and all these other things. Drake's been battling these other things. It's just like this is their opinion of it in the moment. They're not healed, but this is their thought process in the moment.
See, I wish we would have got more of that. Like, I feel like with Make 'em Pay, right? It's the first
Make
track.
them
No, Make 'em Cry.
Make 'em cry. My bad.
A lot of make-ems.
I know.
Yeah, it's
Make 'em
for 'em,
cry,
it's for 'em.
Like, I feel like I wish we would have got a little more introspective songs like that. I know we get some other
He gives us
lanes,
tidbits.
you know, tidbits, but it's like we go from that to just straight like, all right, fuck it, dust time.
Yeah, actually, I'm glad. Yep.
Oh my God! Hey, he was snapping on that song. I rock with
It was still
Dust.
kind of ass.
Shit. Dust go
Okay.
crazy.
Okay. I like that.
That's
Okay.
the one where he sings in the beginning and it goes straight to the dust.
Yeah.
Girls from Atlanta, call me Santa. Girls.
I was like, all right.
Let's get to the.
You losing me,
I
and
ain't gonna lie,
then the
I
beat
closed my
kick
laptop
in.
at first.
Yeah.
I was watching the live stream, and then he was like, "Girls from Atlanta." I just, and then
I didn't know where that was going.
I didn't either, but I was along for the
once I
ride.
heard the like, yeah, what's like, girl, what's up, good I was like, okay.
But
Oh my God.
example,
Oh my- hey, I do like that.
example of a beat switch that was well needed though.
That was very
that was well needed.
I
That
didn't
was
want that first part.
It's very
Even
good.
though I don't really like the rest of the song, like it's just cool.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Like it's like it's right there in the middle. Like it's
Okay,
just
I'm
fine.
not mad
But
at
I
this.
don't hate. That's the thing.
I'm not mad
Like
at
the
this.
only thing that I hate the most are his literal bars. His performance, for the most part, hit or miss depending on the song.
Yeah.
But this one, it just didn't. It didn't hit me. But the
Okay.
beat on it is fire, and it makes me wish I liked it.
it was very. Dust is okay. It was just such an aggressive switch up because, like you said, like we're going from the first track where you just spent 5 minutes trying to be vulnerable and trying to be open and honest with us, to now it's just like, fuck all the feeling shit. Let me get on my ego, arrogant shit, because it's just like, nigga, you did just diss me for the past 2 years. I ain't gonna let that shit go. And it's just like, it's not a bad way, but I just didn't like. I really didn't like the execution of it. I'm not because it's just like the go and dust off your plaques. Like it's cool, but it's just like it just felt. And this is gonna be the running thing for me with a lot of this Drake. While I think there are good songs and good vibes from this project, a lot of it just feels very lackluster. It's like taking a punch. It's like taking a punch, and it's just like you just kind of like, oh, that's all you got. That's all you got. And I'm gonna stand on this. Like
Disses too. Like his disses aren't even good.
it's just like, don't get me wrong. Okay, to me, it's just like, and this is gonna be again a running thing for me for a lot of Drake songs. Drake, you were trying to be arrogant and trying to be like this tough guy and be like, oh, I got my squad with me, my ones that didn't switch up. I got the gang with me. And it's just like, you say it in a lot of bars that are just like, this the best your team could come up with, my nigga? Or what are we talking about?
This album is him
I'm so
himself.
serious.
He wrote this album.
He wrote
Yeah,
it.
and he needs to stop.
That kind
I
of like.
got a lot of shit for that. We
I
might
did
need to
see
go
it.
back and be like, you know
I did
what,
see
maybe
it.
you can
I
go
did
right.
see a tweet saying
We'll
he
treat you like
needed.
Kanye now.
I
You
did
can-
see
you
a
can have
tweet.
writers.
I did see a tweet of people saying he need his ghostwriters back, and I'm like, they not wrong.
How you feel about the song ASAP Juvenile?
Me personally,
Go to the other Drake.
that shit was crazy. Now, I will admit, he got on there singing, and I was like,
I got a theory for the
It-
singing, but
I
continue.
said we kind of going 0.5 for 2, and then the beat kicked in, the beat switch, and I was like, okay, this is what I came for. And one thing I said, I'm glad this is the only YN sounding project or the YN sounding song on the track, because if he would have did some shit, and because I feel like he's been trying so hard to stay
The only
relevant.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my
Yeah,
opinion,
I
in my
agree
opinion,
because I know what you mean by that.
it's like,
I know what you mean by
it
that.
sound like this should have had Yeet on it type shit.
So
The
did
second
Janet
half-
shut the fuck up too.
Hold on now, wait a minute. We're not there yet, but that shit bang. But
I'm not saying I want Yeet on it, but it has that sound that Yeet.
Did you hear yourself when you said that?
We didn't even get to that song. How you feel about Dust? We'll
I'm about
get
to say,
there.
I thought
But
there was only one ASAP Jew in the room. Thank you.
crazy.
My point of saying that was, I felt like that was like the most like quote unquote YN-ish song trying to appeal to the younger crowd, like for 21 and 22-year-olds as compared to the rest of it. Now, if he would have did that shit multiple times throughout the album, I'd have been like, all right, dude, what are we doing? You 40.
for sure. For sure.
But I
Just
like
say that for everything.
for
You're
real.
40.
But I like that song with the beat switch, and I was like, okay, now I'm in here. You got my attention again. So
I'm
I'm not
So-
mad at Dust. I'll let it play. I like it.
So on my most recent re-listen of the album in preparation for this, I was just thinking about the words he's using in the song. In the beginning of the song, he's talking to the hoes that he's been dealing with to distract himself from the problems, which he prefaced in the first song. He don't be paying attention to what these bitches be talking about. I just want to fuck and go on. So the beginning, he letting them know, I'm done with y'all right now. I'm about to start addressing this shit that's been on my mind for the past 2 years, which is why he comes in with the dust. Now, he first starts off. That's what I did there. I didn't say it.
Hey, if you know.
Not bad.
Let me say one.
No, but
you go first.
So how you said the I am, I think that's a part of him trying to gain his confidence back. Because at that point, it's like, all right, let me remind myself who I am to myself. So he starts off each verse like, I am. Then he goes down a list of a bunch of braggadocious shit.
Yeah.
But he's reminding himself, okay, I'm not this piece of shit pedophile that they keep calling
He
me.
said, bitch, I'm Drake.
I'm Drake. I am. I do this. So I think this was like one of those confidence building songs. He didn't say much. He was bullshitting on the lyrics. He didn't say much at all. I will give y'all that. If y'all saying he not saying shit in this song, I'm right there with you. But I think,
feel like that, but I'm gonna wait till we get to that.
but I think it's good for what he's trying to do in his, I guess, his version of
Fuck it.
addressing it.
Yeah.
I think this is a good way for him to go about it because he's like, okay, first of all, let me remind myself who I am. Then let me start addressing these other niggas. First of all, y'all not even playing no new hits and new slaps. When the last time y'all had a hit? Go bottle thugs off your flex. So I think that's why he chose to set up the song that way, which leads into the third track of the album, Whisper My Name. And off rip, I'm gonna say this. Whisper My Name is probably one of the best worst songs on the album.
But I'm not mad.
Because the first half of the song,
Because I just realized. Shut up.
the first half of the song, like literally, if the second half of the song wasn't there where he's rapping in slow motion like that, if he wasn't doing that, it would have been easily the best song on the album. Because the first verse, the way he came all the way
Especially
in,
from dust to right there,
He was sliding.
he kept
what's
going.
my name? You better
He was sliding.
new voice. I like the changing of the vocals. He might have been getting that from the new younger audience, but
Yeah.
I like
got
the
that from
deep
the
voice
audience.
Drake.
Cardi.
I like deep voice Drake. But how do y'all feel about Whisper My Name?
I like it.
I like it as well. I'm gonna be honest. I would have preferred if he had swapped the sequence of Whisper My Name and Dust. I would have.
What's my name?
I think from make him cry into Whisper My Name. Oh, that would have been.
I'm not mad at
That would have been
I'm gonna
phenomenal.
have to do a little quick-
Phenomenal.
See what that
My
sounds
own-
But I do. Oh, my bad. And this is the last time because the lyrics really ain't doing too much for me on that song. But I will agree with Adam. For me, that's one of the that's probably top 5 in terms of best beats on that album, in my opinion.
Yeah, nah, it's cool.
Yeah.
And
catch the Jay-Z
but more specifically that first part for sure.
Yeah. My only grievance with you switching it is because from the end of Make 'em, let me go back and look at
Make
this
'em
shit.
Cry.
Make 'em Cry. So the end of Make 'em Cry, it's like, okay, this goes up, and then it goes to that fast one, and then it slows down, and then it picks back up again with Dust. If you was to switch that, I'm like,
I promise you, it works better than you think.
I'm not disagreeing.
My
but
Apple Music proved me right.
They gonna stand on business.
Hey, go ahead. Stand
Hey,
I
I
just
mean-
feel like I would have been too emotionally over the place. Like I don't know what to do here.
The best part from that second verse was literally the Jay-Z, I take the 500,000 over the
I need
dinner.
that bar.
Yeah.
Cause I would too. What the fuck?
So what he gonna tell me?
I'm Drake.
What was you saying, Drake?
I don't even remember.
I don't really got much to say for what's my name. I mean, yeah, I like that track actually. I love the first half more, but I let it play. That one actually one of the ones that caught my attention. I was like, okay, I could rock with this one.
How about you?
You agree with
Like
this?
everything up to this point, again, the production is carrying. The
It is.
production is carrying. The little sneak disses that he is throwing in, they're not strong enough to really make again, it's It's like when you be seeing like anime edits and like when they punch in and they're not doing no damage, so it just sounds like.
Oh God, the squeaky one.
So it's just like it's not
Baby jabs.
barely
Yeah.
baby jabs.
Cause hey,
Newborn
Kendrick
jabs.
told him you don't want to deal with these
1, 2,
real
3,
jabs.
4, 5 plus 5. Come on, bro.
So he gonna keep
Yeah,
poking.
so, I mean-
that's what he like to do. He like doing his little I'm gonna just jab you up. I'm gonna just
And
say
you know
a
what?
little
I
saucy.
expect that from him because he's technically been doing that his
Entire
career.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That shit goes all the way back to So Far Gone if you really pay attention to certain shit.
talk
So
about it.
I'm not worried about the disses themselves. It's just how everything is executed, in my opinion. And then even I'm not gonna say don't do it no more, but at this point, it's just kind of like why? Like unless you're going to actually say something that's really going to like sting. Then it's like, and we can get more into that in like technically the next song, because the next song he really doubles down on the disses.
Come on now.
But and I will say to the beat switches, I low-key just think that he just had a bunch of demos and just threw the shit together. I don't know if they all really come together as much. Like if you find a way to connect them, then it's like, okay, I can see what he might be going for. But the entire time I've been listening to this, it really just sounds like multiple fragments just being put together. However, like especially
can see
Dust,
that.
because that first part, like I do like the way that you connected it. So
Yeah, cause like he
now,
yeah.
whether it's true or not is a different thing or whatever,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, you're able to make a connection there, so it might be something. But at least from what I heard it, or from when I heard it, it was like that was its own thing. He didn't really flush that out into a whole song. So he was just like, you know what? Just make this intro for this one.
Right.
Push it out. Dust. And a lot of other songs on here feel this way. Like, well, we'll get into them, but yeah.
Okay.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Even though
facts,
I'm not
facts.
mad at the beat switches, because I mean, shit,
Beat switch.
last I checked, all of us like Baby Keem's album. Baby Keem does beat switches all the time. Travis does beat switches.
Yeah.
Don Toliver to a degree. Like a lot of people do beat switches. Kendrick, like
That's a good
you
point.
can do it and it sound like fine, but it's just when it's just fragmented like this, like if it's not like a real structure to it, like it just feels like passing thoughts and passing emotions for the most part.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
At least like to me, but
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
And we're gonna go into one of the most
song.
viral songs so far from it. Okay, you're tripping.
Disclaimer, folks.
overrated.
Disclaimer,
Wow,
folks.
I think
Real
it's
quick.
overrated.
Quick disclaimer, guys. No matter what is about to be said, it's okay not to like Janice. Shut the fuck up.
No, it's
Hey,
not.
tweaking. That's so
Janice, shut the fuck up. It's hard.
so let me say this: you are right.
cool.
It's okay if you don't like it.
No, it's not.
But
It's not.
however, you notice that this entire time I said I haven't saved any of these songs.
Janice, shut the fuck up. One of
That's
them.
me, baby.
That shit hard,
My
bro.
fault,
We like green tea, baby.
Especially that last verse telling these niggas up on there was like, come on, bro.
The verse is hard. I don't care for hook. I'm
The hook
sorry.
whack.
The
I
verses
don't care
piss
for
me
the
off
hook.
The
because
verse is crazy.
the verses piss me off because I don't like what he's saying, but he's flowing.
He's
He is flowing.
He is
So
flowing,
this is
bro.
like one of the only few songs on here that I can listen to it from beginning to end and not be fully irritated. So I do like this song.
And I
But
think- yeah, yeah.
I don't like that I like it, especially when he goes that whole second verse when he's like, you make white people feel guilt and all that.
I agree.
was-
That bar pissed me off.
And
That
then
bar
he was
made
like,
me
He was
mad.
like, what do you say? He's like, you come back to the hood, you feed the families for the
Oh, with the
holiday, and then
turkeys?
you go back. And it's like, bitch, what do you want him to do? Like, I don't back, that's where he lives.
Like, what do you do for the
What do
hood?
you want him to do?
But like to go along with that point,
Hard, though.
in the first verse,
It is
what he
hard,
said,
I hate it.
they say the truth will set you free. I'ma tell Mal why you watching HD. It may not be what's true, what's going on to the rest of the world, but his truth.
It's a delusional truth, but yeah,
It is. But again,
it's his truth.
You gotta
yeah.
think he's depressed right now. Obviously, clearly, you can hear it from all the tones of the songs. All the tones, he's like in a lower octave.
Yeah.
He's not the same peppy, happy Drake. You
He
can tell
sounded
he's
like
sad.
that for the last few albums, though. At least in my opinion.
And you can hear
He's
the- you can hear the depression.
Kind of shook up, honestly, since Scorpion. And we're really being.
I mean, yeah, if you found
If
out
you
you had a
go
kid,
back-
I don't know about that.
Like
Like,
if you
because
go back to
CLB,
like Prime Drake, compare that to like Views, more like Scorpion era Drake, and then CLB to like
Because
now.
he's-
honestly,
all these eras sound different, and his voice is different.
CLB is the closest to the older era than a lot of the newer albums.
See, I put
I
CLB
understand that.
all the way up to now. That's all like it's Well, maybe Iceman is the start of something new, but
I think that's the main point of this album. I think this is mainly to be his step in another direction.
You know why? Because you're 40.
Yeah.
But he's still
It
using
took-
this
it took
album
Kendrick
to do
Lamar
the
to
same
do that,
shit
though.
that he's been doing for like 8 years. Like, if we really think about it, this album, like, especially like stylistically and just the way it's structured, is not that much different from For All the Dogs. It's not that much different from CLB. It's not that much different from Scorpion, to be honest. This just feels like Scorpion if Scorpion was actually good.
You know, okay,
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. You're spitting.
That's
You're
the
spitting.
double album.
See,
you know what
Take
I'm
off the
saying?
second half and do more of what he
I
did on
don't-
the first.
I just say because the hip hop tracks on
I
Scorpion
agree with
are
you.
ass, and I don't like the R&B songs either.
I, feel
I
like
agree with
Iceman
you.
is just a
Ooh,
step
hold on.
up from For All the
Besides
Dogs.
Jaded, I gotta throw that out there.
It's too much.
Is it not?
Hey.
Oh my bad. It's a step up from all the spots.
You
Get the fuck out of my crib. You dog racist.
like so you know what's funny? Wacko, you know what's crazy? Wacko, you wanna know what's
Not
crazy?
Scooby, bro.
Come on now, Scooby the GOAT.
Okay.
But it's funny because like
That was fucked up.
Wacko, I agree with you, but the crazy part to me is like, and I'm gonna be wholehearted honest because I've listened to Iceman like well over 15 plus times.
Goddamn.
I know.
Better than me.
Scorpion's a better album than Iceman.
You are
Fuck up.
Fuck out.
I don't care. I just
Like, come on. Give me your top 3 from Scorpion.
Right now.
And since Iceman is all hip hop based, just give me the side A tracks. What 3 that you think are like so good?
Let me look at the
trump
track list.
anything on Iceman.
I better hear it.
And I'm not even saying that to say I disagree with you. I just want to hear
Even
it.
then, I'm like,
hold on, let's get.
I think Iceman has that beat
You
by a
might
lot.
cook because I don't remember Scorpion like that, but from what
I don't
have
need-
nothing
hold
to
on.
say from Scorpion.
yeah, bro, that shit. This, what?
I think I had 8 out of 10 in Mob Ties just because it made me laugh.
Sick of these niggas.
Sick of these
I'll-
niggas.
If you want,
I have some help. Get rid of these niggas.
because I probably
what's his name?
I think it's because I prefer the second half of Scorpion more than
You
this.
like the singer.
Oh, the side
See,
B.
you
But-
should include both sides to it.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because when I said that with like Scorpion as a whole.
Okay.
Because if I'm saying Scorpion as a whole, Jaded obviously.
Back around, back around.
I mean, yeah, Jada does trump anything on
I would say Mob Ties.
So,
Sick of these
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna.
To me, when I say Scorpion is a better album than
You
Iceman,
mean as a full actual
as a
album?
full from like a sonically from full sonic, from a full Drake album,
That's
and like
fair.
sonically, yeah. But
He said no R&B on
Now-
but I also
I was gonna say.
we'll circle back to this because I don't want to.
singing shit to
We'll circle
I was
back.
gonna say I feel like Iceman is more of a statement piece, like if you're reading this was, as opposed to a full structured album.
Fair.
I kind of see Iceman as a statement piece. That's why he gave us 3 different statement pieces,
Yeah.
as opposed to a full
Okay.
body of work
I'm a-
that's a cohesive album.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to get the way he felt out and try to touch all the avenues. So that's how I take Iceman. That's why I don't really treat it like an album. Honestly, I kind of like this too, a mixtape.
Okay.
He makes playlists
To be
music,
fair,
but
yeah, he
I
makes
treat this like a
playlist music.
mixtape. Like, I treat this like I put this in the if you're reading this category because it's like
It is.
granted it's the big project that he's coming back on. You can hear that he's in like on one accord the whole album. He's not trying to make a whole story or anything. He just let you know I'm upset, I'm pissed, I'm about to make these songs about how I feel in the moment. And I think he just did 18 songs of that.
And that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem.
I think the problem is that everyone that listens to Drake like Drake for so many different reasons, so
Yeah.
it's hard to really appeal. So I actually wasn't mad that he split Iceman as all the rapping, BT for all the singing, and then Maid of Honor for the dance hall. Honestly, it's mid bonus tracks or whatever you want to call it, part 2. I like it better there, but I'm not gonna.
It's better than honestly, never mind.
Oh, way better.
Yeah, way better in my opinion.
By miles.
Because I'm the type like I prefer more rapping Drake, but
For sure.
I do know people that like a little bit of everything. Like I know some people like More Life a lot because it was like every bit of Drake. Like it had the rapping Drake, the singing Drake, UK Drake, dance hall Drake. It had every
It
element
definitely
of
did.
him. And for me, More Life wasn't my favorite because of that. It was too much of.
That's his second worst
You know,
project.
More Life is second worst.
More Life is second worst. Only thing that's worse than Scorpion overall.
See, I put honestly
Wow.
Mom before.
Honestly, mine is worse.
Okay.
I can't
I
say,
forgot that was
More
even
Life
an
is
album
worse.
till just now. So yes,
But
we're
that's
not
an
talking
interesting
about that.
take. But let's get back to the Iceman taste because we could be here talking his album.
Yeah, it
his
is.
album all day. So Janice, shut the fuck up. In my opinion, I like the verses. I'm just not like I don't think the
Jacob's
song is
here,
bad.
bro.
No, I'm with Jacob. I don't think the song is bad, but I feel like the way people are gassing it, I
The
just
beat
don't see it, bro.
to me, it's just like
I don't see it.
it's just
the beat's
like
cool. I
the
like
beat is
ad-libs.
just okay.
Beat,
The chorus, I just don't like the chorus at all, and it's just like you just not saying nothing in the verse. You saying stuff in the verses, but it's just
Is that
not.
the song where he said he like kissing white bitches a lot? Or was that this
That
one?
was later.
Yeah, no, that was later.
To me, it's just like it's just
weird.
But I also, but like I said, baby mama white.
Let's focus. Okay.
Next track. What's the next track? The
next
next
track.
Oh, no, it ain't. I'm
No,
tripping.
the next track is Molly said Tanner gonna next Tanner. Molly
Ran
said,
to Atlanta.
Come on now.
I think
So
it's funny that he
it's a
named the
nice
song
play.
that.
Yep. I
That's
was just about to say
hilarious
that.
he named that.
And I think he did that a couple times on the album where
Oh, 100%.
he played off of what Kendrick said on the tracks. But Ran to Atlanta is a great example because he has Future, who you can say set off the beef with like that.
He did.
First, he did.
He
But
did.
also, let's just acknowledge the fact that I'm glad that they got cool again.
It-
Unless this was a
He said it on Family Matters. Me and Future ain't never been to it. Leah Luane, he a fucking lame, so I know he had to be an influence.
I don't know. It's
That's
kinda-
Metro
it's
Boomin.
kind of snake behavior a little bit.
It might be.
It is. It
But
is
Future
for
got on
sure.
that bitch spazzing.
Yeah, but it's just like
I mean, cool. Y'all want to be buddy again, cool. But I do find it really ironic how this plays.
To
out.
me,
That's
that-
all I'm
I look
saying.
at Drake more weird for that. If
I do
anything.
too.
Because
Yeah.
the whole rest of the album, at random points, he's coming at his enemies and people like, oh, like, stay on that side, don't come back. But you let
Bro,
Future come back? Now, I'll
Probably
say
because they
this,
was just
Future
beefing
wasn't
over
on no
hoes.
shit
Future
like,
ain't say nothing.
like Rick Ross.
He
or
just made the
nothing. Like,
song.
Rick Ross was wilding. But, so, it's understandable, but
He didn't say nothing, but again, like we're gonna go on this argument. Drake is mad at people. We say pick a side. You chose your side. Future did a whole collab project.
Now, wait. Now, I will say, I'm gonna say
And I know
this.
Metro played a big influence to that, but if we're gonna keep it a beam,
I'm gonna just say it like this.
we don't trust you.
I feel like
We
now
still don't
this
trust
may
you.
this may be
Still
trying to
don't
this
trust
may be trying to
3
cake,
weeks later.
but I feel like a lot of these songs were open Future songs, and Metro had them because it's a Metro and Future album. It's not just a Future album; it's
Yeah.
both their album. And I could see Metro hitting up people and getting them to hop on the tracks. I could see Future not having no part in that. For it like that, I can 100% see Metro reaching out TDE, getting Kendrick on it, and Kendrick doing what he do. Because it don't got nothing to do with what Future
But
saying.
we had to know
he's
what
not
was
on
going
TDE,
on,
so-
though.
I know.
We had to know what was going on.
Now-
That's my argument.
Now, also just hear me out. This is just a theory from the things I've seen in my 29 years of life. We are talking about two man whores here, right? Now, hear me out. The
He's
difference
spitting.
between the beef with Drake and Kendrick and Drake and Metro, that's music, especially Drake and Kendrick, they have not liked each other since 2013.
Yeah.
Future and Drake beefing over hoes.
Yeah.
After a while, it's like, all right, bro, I'm not doing with her.
That's-
my friendship with you is more important than this girl who, whatever.
yeah.
So eventually, after 2 years, it's like, I'm not messing with her no more. You're not messing with
It
her.
just-
Mind you, again, these are two ridiculous
It
individuals.
looks
we talking
weird,
about.
but I mean, like you said, two man whores. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not surprised.
This is
Like,
But you
I'm
gotta
not
think,
surprised.
Future is 42 as well. He's probably not even involved in that other shit that they doing.
I
He's Future.
understand it,
But
I'm
he don't gotta
Drake,
worry about
Mr.
none of
I'm
that.
in my feelings and I'm hurt because everybody switched up, but somehow me and Future could be cool. I don't know.
Future
dog.
didn't switch up on him.
it's different. It's
I
different.
don't like. See, I don't like-
anybody.
I'm not liking this argument because to me, I look at this different. I look at this weird for three specific reasons. One, when you talking about this comparison in terms of like the friendships and the neutrality, I look at this the same way that they did when Pusha T was ready to jump off at Travis Scott because Travis Scott was trying to play the neutral party with him and Pharrell. When you know that, nah, why would you try to play the neutral party with Pharrell when you know Pusha ain't fuck with Travis like that? Like, nah, Travis, you don't get it's different. But to me, it's just like Future. Just because it's Drake and Future does not get to play that same level of neutrality in my
He
opinion.
does.
I don't like that. To me, and it's also goofy for Drake because it's just like. Drake,
I think it's
Kendrick just gave you a whole list of reasons as to why you went to Atlanta to have them help save your career, and then you go back to Atlanta
Because-
with this nigga. No,
Because you
that's
can't
weird.
say that because you can't say to save the career thing because him going to Atlanta was more than welcome. They needed him just as much Drake needed them. They needed each other because Atlanta didn't start popping off until he hopped on Versace.
Well, I'm not gonna. Now,
In this iteration of Atlanta. in
No,
this
I'm about to say, we
iteration. Atlanta has always been, but you gotta think, early in his career, he had Jeezy and T.I. on his album. He always paid respect and love to Atlanta. So calling him this culture vulture that ran to Atlanta, he's always been involved in Atlanta. They love him there. Girls from Atlanta call me Santa.
To me, I look at it.
I mean, two
like,
things can be true though.
Yeah,
Two things.
I look at
Two
it
things.
as like,
Yeah, go ahead.
But if the city love you, are you a culture vulture? If they love you,
it's a mutual understanding.
Two things can be
he's
true.
He's gonna get whatever he gets out of them, and then if they happen to blow up from him, which not all of them do. Look at I Love McConan. He's from Atlanta. He didn't. Now a lot of that is because he. No, he's from
he did
Atlanta.
that to himself because he didn't want to join the OVO
I
sweatshop.
know where you going. I'm on that. He is smart.
He didn't want to join the OVO
I
sweatshop.
Love McConan. He was kind of. We're not gonna speak on him, but
The boy was ass.
Chill. Tuesday was different.
No, the boy was ass. McConan was ass. I don't care. No.
McConan was ass.
you heard him swear.
Yes, I've heard swear.
Picking up what I put down.
Got the club going up.
See, that's the one I don't like. That's the one I don't
like
like.
for Drake. I'm not going. I only like Tuesday for Drake.
At the end
Moving
of the
on. Okay, let's get to the song because what I was gonna make the point is, and throughout this album, Drake takes a lot of shots and accusations that was thrown at him, and he either tries to retwist the narrative or tries to own it. I feel like naming a song like this, Ran to Atlanta and Pain, getting Future back on the track, and then getting Molly Santana, who's up and coming, to show homage on that as well and let her get her shine, I thought was a very strategic and interesting move on his part. Now, the song itself, I think, is cool. I like Drake's first part better than his last verse. His last verse felt very unnecessary.
Agreed.
Iceman.
Yeah.
He didn't have to say that 17 times. He didn't have to.
It felt forced. Now, Future, I can't lie. Even though I got my speculation on that, it did sound good hearing them two on a song together. I came from, because when Future came in sliding, I was like, hold on.
Now, unpopular opinion, real quick. I'm gonna let you get back to it. You know, I hate What a Time to Be Alive. But continue.
Oh my God!
I'm not the biggest fan of the album either. But I go back to maybe 3 songs, but we're not talking about what
To me,
Hey, listen, Diamond Dance is in the classic. That's all.
Diamond Dance is scholarship.
Scholarship's the other one.
And
I like Jersey.
but back to the song.
That's my opinion on Run to Atlanta. Molly Santana part, I low-key didn't even know.
Nigga, I love her
was
part.
tour and I had to get
We seen her in concert.
I was gonna say, like,
She was at
did
the
anybody
Don
know her
concert.
before?
She opened up for the Don concert. Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something about Randall Atlanta. 2 things. One, in my opinion, first half of that song with Drake on it sucked. Take it away. Take it away. Take it away.
was you listening to what he was saying when he was telling you what I'm saying though? Because he was talking.
While he was talking, the verse was cool. Beat, nah. Future part came on, beat switch came, the beat switch in the Future part saved the song. Third thing, Molly Santana, one, I apologize, I did not know who you were, because when I first heard your voice, I think I said,
who is this young nigga?
no, I know. At first I was like, no, because I think my first thought was like Cardi, but I was like, nah, this sounds too light. And then I thought of some other like random old rapper that I ain't heard in a minute. I can't remember who it was. I don't remember who it was, but I'm just thinking like I didn't even realize that was I thought that was a dude for. I thought this was a dude for all intents and purposes.
I'm about to say, does anybody know BK the Ruler?
Yeah, I've heard the day. Yeah.
Molly sounded like she was stealing BK's nachos on this track. I've never heard her solo music, but she sounded.
I think she got a lot of work. She got a lot of work out.
She sounded like she was doing like because BK has like a kind of like lazy kind of like flow that she was doing in that first part. And that reminded me of it. And they have similar styles too. Yeah. So I never listened to Molly's solo music. So if she's different from BK, then cool. But for this, to be my official first impression, I was like, yo, you could have just got BK for this shit. Now she's but
I like her first.
I think she's from Atlanta too.
Yeah. So. Yeah, she is. So I think it was like how she flowed on it, it fit how Future did. So I think she was just kind of
Yeah.
running along.
No,
I think
no,
she was
I
kind of
agree.
going along with the flow with it. Because I think if she did her own thing, it would have been a complete different verse. But I think she was just like, shit, Drake give me this opportunity. I'm going to follow what Future did. And then I'm going to say my name 4 times so they know who I am.
That's
Get
it.
off the track.
And
then,
I say it's because like all of them are from Atlanta.
Yeah.
I think that's why some of their styles like melt a little bit.
Yeah.
Because BK kind of, especially like when she first started, she was kind of sounding a little bit like Future, Chief Keef. Like they all come from like that section.
Yeah.
Of it.
What'd
A
you
little
say,
bit of
Jacob, for
Cardi,
sure?
maybe some Thug or whatever, but obviously with their own like female aesthetic or whatever.
Plus,
Yeah.
I mean, this is my last thing with the song, which I think helped lend to it. 5 songs in, it was finally good to hear another artist out other than Drake on the project. I think the
Well, no,
first
he
song.
said, guys,
I like
make him
that.
cry. He said, "Well, you want to hear more features? Sorry."
Drake
And that's fine.
Look,
He
he
just
couldn't
couldn't
get
get the
anybody.
ones that he
That's
would wish,
fine.
like the Ross ones,
Yeah.
or maybe like any of them, but or like the ones obviously that
Ross
been
ass
teaming
back.
up.
He don't want. He never about to be friends with Ross.
I'm not saying he do.
White
Like, even if Ross wasn't on bullshit, like I think
White boy.
But I think
that was nuts.
That was nuts.
I think this song is just like a good ode to Atlanta, just like the next song we're gonna talk about, Shebang. I think the next song actually fits perfectly into like the Migos, the era. I think it fits perfectly
I mean,
in
he
it.
stole their ad libs for it, so of course it was.
Yeah.
That's enough, but I think Quavo.
Yeah.
So I mean, like,
Was it Takeoff on? Did Takeoff have any ad libs or was it all Quavo?
It sounds.
I think it would. It might have been both, but I
I
mean.
thought I heard Miko. I was like, Takeoff? Like,
I don't like, I just let you know, like, they fuck with him to have they ad-libs. The song is they type vibe.
Yeah.
You can hear the Migos going crazy on that beat.
For sure.
So that's what I seen Shebang was, because if you really want to get into the lyrics of it,
It's ass.
it's ass.
it's ass
But her
lyrics.
song is a vibe.
But if you play that song,
That's the catchiest song in the. And that's the catchiest song in the.
Send me, your bang. All of my ops, they're dead. Where do they guess?
my head.
Where does it go?
Why you adding that voice?
That's how it sounds. That's how he rapping.
Hey, that dude that made that clip, that shit is funny as hell.
Now, if Drake wasn't depressed, that's how it would have sounded. It literally would have sounded like that if he wasn't depressed.
But I like Shebang. To me,
Skip.
yeah, he's on me.
Nah,
I was like, all right.
That was a funny line.
It
I
was.
like Shebang. I like
I've said it was before.
It was just like at that point, I
It's
skipped
so
it. I skipped it.
sassy. It's just
Let me
like,
say.
But
It's not
sassy
even.
nigga, so
It's not even the fact.
I expect it, but it still makes me
It's not
mad.
even the fact that that's sassy. It's not even the fact that it's sassy, but it also at the same time doubles as like you chose filler bars to make this the cap for this space.
That part.
Mid, skip. You literally could not think of nothing else. So you said that to have filler in the project. Now it was funny because Shebang is literally the catchiest song, and it's literally the only song you see trending on TikTok right now.
Dennis, shut the fuck up.
That Deep Generation X ass song. I'm just hella. That's what it reminds. That's immediately the first thing I said.
Oh wait, not Brent, Bryson. He had the
Don't.
Yeah,
That part hard.
Bryson in.
That was hard.
And then he did it.
that
Yeah,
was
he
the
did it.
one hard part of the song to me.
Hard.
The beat is cool too.
I like
And then when the
Bryson-
beat switch, I
Bryson
fuck
shut
with
up.
that part too. 40, what's up,
Oh
shut
yeah.
All in my ops stay this. What am I now?
But yeah, nah. I like Shebang. I feel like it's gonna get on my nerves in like 2 weeks because every time I'm on Instagram, all of my ops stay dead. All of my ops stay
Okay,
dead. I'm like, okay.
now
It's the hit, bro.
this is the disclaimer, and this is probably the only time I'm ever gonna say this.
Oh shit.
Shebang, in my opinion,
Don't piss me off.
it starts the best 4-song run on this entire
You
project.
already pissed me off.
He definitely pissed me off.
Definitely pissed me off.
I'm sorry. To me, no. To me, Shebang, Make Them Pay, Burning Bridges, and National Treasures. To me, that's the strongest part of this whole project.
Okay.
Wait,
we're
say
gonna-
it again. Say it again.
From Shebang, Make Them Pay, Burning Bridges, and National Treasures. That's probably the best part. That's probably the best part of this whole. That's probably the best part of this whole album.
So, overall, Shebang.
I like Shebang.
Thumbs up. Yeah,
You
thumbs
like
up.
How do you feel about it?
I don't have
Turn
to
your brain off
Okay.
to it and just vibe to it.
Yeah.
It's a fun song.
Literally just dance. Just
So the
dance.
next song in the Make Them series, Make Them Pay, track number 7.
I said okay.
I personally think this is the most listenable of the 4 Make Them songs.
Yeah.
Because it's the song that, like, if
Yeah.
it comes on, I'll let it play because it has a chorus.
He said he won't forgive my goat, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Well,
It's like, nah. Yeah, I mean, he did say that. I mean, hey, that's how you feel, bro. I get it.
I didn't enjoy.
I hate this nigga. I hate him so much.
No, I like Make Them Pay. I actually like the song.
I do too.
Except,
His shot at your boy.
no.
Oh.
Even though I ain't like that, but I get it. That's how you feel, Drake. I understand your pussy hurt. Anywho,
Damn,
no.
Brody.
Speaking of that, on the same, I know Brody. You randomly want to shout out Cherokee and Sky Black.
No, that
That threw me off, bro.
Because honestly, he was flowing. He had my attention the whole time. I'm like, okay, he getting his shit off. I like what he's saying. I ain't mad at it. And then he just shout out to Cherokee and Sky Black.
But imagine though.
I used to look
Think about
big
it.
Booty
He lost me a
if
few
you,
times
I was
before
like,
that.
how did we get here?
Think about it, if you
just
if you
the
get
rhyme with
money-
Lebanese. I was like, is that why you set that up just to get to that bar?
He said he set up the Jordan part for the Lebanese.
The funny that
Which
it
also
was a
is
struggle.
kind of wrong because Jordan and Lebanon are not next to each other. Not
Which is also
directly,
true.
at least. They're in the same general area, but they're not next to each
Come on
other.
now.
I just wish he just did
That's
that
just because
one
he
part.
banking on niggas not knowing geography.
That true. That is very
That's
true.
really what it comes
But you gotta
down
think,
to.
if you got your money up and you have the chance to have relations with your favorite stars from the past,
I'm so glad you just brought that point up because I seen a tweet that she said, nigga, that was 20 years ago. Thank you.
She was not.
She was
fond
like,
of
cool, I guess. That was 20 years ago. Why are you... I
that
guess.
activity.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna really get him with this.
No. There was a bar, I don't remember where it was at, if it was before or after the
40.
Ebony's, but this dude said, I rack up a tab in Chanel because I do buy everything like I'm Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
You think that's hard?
that's a Wayne type level hard bar.
Like,
Wait. Say that's not the same type of bar as real G's move in silence like lasagna.
No, that's
Hold on now, wait a minute. Don't disrespect that.
It is. But like, I see it's the same. He get it from the same. It is. I get that 100%. But I'm saying you can see where the thought process came from because he's a child of Wayne.
I'll tell you what, you want to know why I
It was
dislike
a poor attempt.
And why I dislike
I
both
like
of
that
his
bar.
bars? He says these bars with a lot of conviction, like he believes they're fire and they're not.
But you know what?
If you in a studio saying this and your niggas around and you saying this,
Hey,
So look.
if you gonna say bullshit, you say
There's more.
So, hold on. Before you get to that next part,
Before you, I was. Oh, go ahead, Jacob.
this is all I'm gonna say. And Adam, you might kill me for this. That same Dubai line, I bet you give him 2 months, Big Sean would have came up with the same type of bar. Big Sean would have came up with that same exact bar.
if he
Big
did,
Sean would have came up with that same exact bar.
it would have sounded cornier.
There's not gonna.
It would have sounded just as corny, bro.
Hold on.
There would sound
Adam,
worse.
I'm not lying. Adam, didn't I not say that in the car?
You did.
I said this. I ain't gonna lie. That was a Big Sean level low key bar. But I will say, and I'll pass the mic. I'm not as mad at the bar as everybody else is. I get
It's
it.
not a bad
It's
bar.
not a bad bar, but it is
It's
corny.
corny and it's lazy, but it's not a bad bar.
Oh, he has words on here.
But I'm not mad at it though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is. But I was like, that was a Big Sean level.
That was a Big Sean ass
Like,
bar.
Big
It's
Sean-
not bad.
I want to continue with his bars he ain't like.
But
Yeah.
real quick, there's a dude, I forgot his name and I wish I could shout him out, but I probably reposted it somewhere. But on Instagram, a dude was pretending to be Big Sean and he was listening to Iceman and I don't remember if it was that Dubai line or if it was another corny bar, but he was listening to it, he was like, damn, Drake spit. Why did they not like this? No, and then he had a voice in the back, he was like, nah, they saying it's corny and shit. And he was like, man, I wish I would have came up with this. And then the dude in the back was like, yeah, that's the problem.
But no, so what's another? Yeah, what's?
I'm glad we was on the same page.
yeah.
I would tell on the way here. I said the same.
Wait a minute,
thing,
wait.
bro. I said the same shit.
I won't say that these are worse, but they were definitely worth me noting down. I'm greater than everybody, like shredded cheese.
That one was sad. I'm like, that's a stretch.
Cornier.
That one was a stretch.
And this one, whether it's corny or not, I really just hate that he said it, that he had to say this motherfucker.
I think I know exactly.
I've been aiding, or I've been aiding.
I
Ross with
love
streams
that
before
bar.
Aiden Ross was streaming.
That's a good bar. It's a double entendre. Not only are you aiding Ross.
It's not a bad
No.
It's not a bad
Because the second part of him
It's not
aiding
bad.
Ross is
You just
aiding
gotta
Ross
be
was
like the solar system and plan it out, bro. Come on now.
Alright.
Get him
Alright.
No, I'm not. I didn't think I was gonna have to put that cape on. I'm not doing it today.
Get out. Get out. He's just mad he just did that.
That was funny.
I'm
I
mad
was
he
just
did
gonna
that.
say how Aiden Ross was one of the big pioneers of streaming. Drake was also one of the big
Okay.
pioneers
He's
of
also a
streaming.
dickhead. And
I'm glad you.
Yeah.
You know,
I will say
He's
this.
Jewish. That's the only reason Drake fuck with him.
I will
He do it
say
too.
though.
That's his buddy.
I'm
and
glad
that makes
that
Drake
you-
even more weird too.
He always
They
been,
Jewish
he's
buddies.
always been weird.
They
always
Jew
showing support
buddies.
for Aiden
You're
Ross.
hilarious.
He always been showing support for Aiden Ross.
They Jew buddies.
You funny.
No, I'm
That is
serious.
true. That
But
is-
I'm glad you actually wrote that one down because like I didn't realize he was saying aiding Ross. That's what I just never got a chance to look at that. Okay, that's clever. That's
I
clever.
expect from Drake.
That's
Yeah,
clever.
But I'll finish it up and just say that Make 'em Pay. The beat is fucking majestic.
I love
it.
Shout out to Overcast. Overcast produced that
I
beat.
said-
If
Man.
you don't know Overcast, he also did like 1 or 2 songs from the Scaring Hours 3. He did Red Button for sure. I don't know.
Okay.
But him,
Okay.
he's a fire rapper / producer from Oakland. He is fire.
Okay.
Kind of reminds you of, I get like Keem vibes if Keem was like really lyrical. A little bit.
And like honestly, my favorite bar from this was the shot at your boy.
I understand.
Because what he say?
Chefs in the kitchen.
He said, "I love you
I'm not
because
mad
of
at
history,
it,
but you never called me back." And that kind of just like it makes the J. Cole interviews look worse. Like I said before, it makes him look disingenuous because in the whole interviews, J. Cole talked about, "Yeah, I ain't talked to neither of these dudes, but I love them both." And here Drake saying, "Bro, you never called me back.
Hey, bro, there's a lot going on, bro.
You never called me back.
My
Like,
man had a
what are
lot
you
going on,
saying?"
bro.
Hey, you might have just been just.
But I can't.
Why am I not surprised by that?
And then he another play on Icy Dead People from Not Like Us. 6 Sense, You All Are Dead to Me. I'm like,
Look, come on, bro. It's been 2 years now.
But anyhow, you all those corny bars on that beat was kind of insane.
but
That's all
yeah,
I'm gonna say.
now we're about to move on to one of the hardest. No, I'm just playing.
Please, no.
It's one of the weaker tracks on the project, but
Yeah, I
honestly,
like Burning
I don't know if I like it. I love this song, first of all.
I'm also
But I don't know if I
playing
love it
Bobby
because of
Tingle.
the pettiness in the song or just the vibe of the song. So, Burning Bridges.
All right.
The first verse is to Rihanna. So basically, off rip, he telling Rihanna,
The whole song.
if I didn't move, if I wanted to have you, I could have relocated, came to LA, stayed here. But nah, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving the 6.
He need to let her go.
I know. But it's the only way he can hit A$AP Rocky where it hurt.
I guess.
So he said, I'm in the 6. I'm never leaving.
Best life right now.
I'm
bro.
never leaving.
He don't care.
And then, the beat come in, and then he say, "Yo, baby, mom ain't even post a single. Damn, where's she at?
You know
Where's
what?
she at? She got 154
You know what he
million
said?
I
followers."
thought that was so hard. Oh my god.
And
And they
Eddie,
said Chris Kringle before that.
I don't
So-
know well like I'm Chris Kringle.
So,
That was weak.
My take on the song is when he gets in that flow, I'm like, so he sounded like 4-2 Doug now.
Yeah, it does sound like what
See,
you
I
did.
got Kodak. I got
That's
Kodak
later. No, that's
That's later.
on here, and I got it on
Lil Birdie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, like realistically, the song as a core, it's a very petty song, and it's not a good song. But I fuck with the
shit song.
vibe, and it's petty as fuck, and I fuck with the pettiness of it.
In the same way that I turn my brain off for Shebang, I turn my brain off for this song.
I can't do it.
I just like to be honest, I just like the beat of the song. I just like the
Y'all ain't
beat.
never been off a Queen, your body start tingling, bro.
I just like the beat of
Like,
the
why you
song.
telling me about your body, nigga? Like,
body's-
Niggas
made my
just trying to
body
make that
tingle.
song sound harder than
it's not. And that, I don't know, did any of y'all catch like the live stream, like the video?
I did.
I wanted to hear the whole album
for
back.
this was
So
so corny. He had so
All
many
of them.
big, tough dudes around him.
where's she at?
Where
Yeah, I
she
keep
at?
seeing it again.
Niggas keep
posted
memeing
online,
it.
and I'm like, y'all act like this is tough, and tough Drake ain't cool.
We still talking about
None of his cronies around
Yes.
him look cool either.
He had a.
Wait, can I ask what you don't like about it?
That Kris Kringle shit sucked.
I'm off of
again,
Quinn, make my body
You
sing.
40, bro. Let it
It's
go.
hard.
Let it go.
Stop repeating it.
It's a vibe.
Rihanna has not given this man a chance since What's My Name, bro. She said you corny, bro. It's been 20
But
years.
I have a question.
Let it
I have a
go.
question. Did Rihanna post ASAP Rocky single?
Yeah.
She posted his album.
She did post the
She
album.
posted the same.
Don't be
She
dumb.
posted Punk Rocky the video.
Oh dang, that's what's up.
And she made a post today. It was like a funny meme type thing or whatever, but it was supposed to be, she said, me gathering up my kids to go to my man tour. So she be doing it. She does it in her own niche Rihanna way. It's not going to be like a screenshot of the album. She purchased it and saying, go buy my man album. My
Also-
she's way
Also-
His album
also-
being number one when it came out
also-
on her Instagram account. What are we talking
From
about?
ASAP Rocky perspective, why would I care if my girl posted a single?
So I took your bitch.
I am fucking Rihanna.
Oh my God! Oh my, thank you. I didn't want to say it, but it's just like
I got 3 kids. And guess what? We might be
tied-
going for 4.
She topping me up.
We might go for 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
So I see.
That's all it sucks.
And ironically,
Burning Bridges.
He don't
Ironically,
need to ever do no
it
shit like
goes-
that ever again.
it goes from one of the worst songs to one of the best songs on the
I
entire
think
project.
this might be the
This
best.
This is the
And
best
I
song.
don't disagree.
This is the best song.
National Treasure
I
just
think
took
that's
it.
National
I
Treasure.
just got my
Best
attention
song.
again. I said, okay, I'm back.
Yes.
That pocket he got in and started sliding, even though he was doing DeMar DeRozan bad.
He
But
was.
He dedicated a whole verse to it.
like that none of you ain't that. I was like this.
That's not even the whole part though that
I
he
know.
dissed them on.
But I'm just saying the whole. I just be like, hey, turn this up.
Truly. Not turn it on.
this
Turn
I
up.
can't even front.
And that's when, and this is to me, I don't know what it was, but Drake was in his flow state on this entire song.
He really was.
And not even just from the perspective of just like delivery of the flow or even the bars that you're spitting, but it's just like, to me, this song is like, dog, I don't know what you were on in this moment when you made the song, but you need to remember this mindset, because to me, this mindset is the most comfortable and confident he's been on this entire project so far. Because it's just like, all right, you've accepted what Kendrick and his people have done to you in these past 2 years. You've acknowledged it, and now it's just like, I guess in a way, like, you're not standing on business, but it's just like, to me, it felt like he came to terms with it, accepted it, and it's just like, okay, it is what it is. Let me get back on my bravado and let me stand in it. To me, like, yeah, other songs he was in an arrogant state of mind, but there was still a sense of fragility or like a sense of like worry about what people are still saying about you. We're here at National Treasure. It's just like, I know who I am. I'm confident in myself, and I'm gonna continue to remain in that. The only thing I'm not gonna lie, this song is one of those songs where watching the video takes a tiny bit away from it. And the only reason it takes a tiny bit of the only reason it takes
aren't good.
Because I actually did like the National Treasure video only up until the part where he started doing his little hotline bling shimmy at the end of the video. That's stupid to me.
Iceman was a nice man, and hot and cold.
Oh my God! Now that's the
I only like that bar because it's the end of the verse.
I wish he would have kept the first beat and just kept that the whole time.
I agree.
I like both beats.
The second beat is cool, but the first one.
The first beat was too perfect.
The flow state,
The
it was
Yeah,
perfect.
he was going crazy.
I was like, stay on that. Like, I
Yeah.
need to switch it up.
Now,
Fair.
Is this
That's
the
how I
song
feel.
with
I'm not mad at
the
that.
LeBron diss in it, or am I too
The,
far?
it's the
that's
whole
like-
first
make me
verse
remember.
is the DeMar DeRozan verse.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I want. Okay, I just want.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, he was spazzing. I'm not gonna.
That second part,
sorry.
he's like a up and coming producer from the UK. He works with SD Kid a lot. I was trying to look up his name, but his name is Wraith 9. Wraith 9. That was a fire ass beat.
Nah,
Fuck
that'd
what
be
he talking
good.
Is
about.
this
No, I'm not-
to randomly get into that British
fuck with it.
patois tone?
Yeah.
That's Canadian.
Canadian.
Yes.
They talk like that.
Oh, I'm very much aware, but it got too Britishy.
Nah, but
It pissed me off.
But that's
now he said bag with a pipe. like I came from a Scottish home.
Alright.
That bar was
That
hard.
bar was hard.
Especially with the Scottish, the thing. That's what made it
And I'll
hard.
say this isn't even like a hard bar or like a bad bar, I'll say, but it just made me laugh. He said something like, signing checks is my kink.
That was pushing in like a squeak.
Like a squeak.
That was a lame bar, bro.
I didn't know. That bar so hard. The way it goes to the last verse. No. Pushing out ink, I feel like a squeeze.
Yeah, that's how he said it.
Squeeze. Yeah.
Squeeze.
I think about Saw Baby every time I hear it.
Yeah, stop that.
And
And off of this track, I think you should listen
Shout
to
out to
these.
goddamn Go Stop, baby.
Oh God, shout out to Saw Baby.
What the fuck did you say?
I'm a squid.
My bad.
I fuck with the squids.
as Malik tripping.
But we're gonna go on to the next track, which I think honestly should have been combined with this track for it to be one long track because it flows perfectly into each other. Bees on the table.
remember the track.
It's National Treasure into Bees on the Table. Literally the beginning of Bees on the Table is the end of National Treasure. And if you listen to it like that as one song,
it did flow.
it flows like a full
but-
song much
but the
better.
song-
But by itself,
It's ass.
It's ass.
That was a her lost throwaway.
Yes.
It wasn't
I
good
said
enough
the
for
same
her
thing.
loss.
It is
So
a her lost
he
throwaway.
rewrote some bars, so that would be.
I was about to say he
a little bit
rewrote the
more
verses.
updated.
He rewrote the verses.
But
I don't mind the
But the
or maybe
track-
he didn't. I don't know.
I think he
Or maybe
rewrote the
had
verses,
to,
but the
right?
whole skeleton of the song, her loss for
And
sure.
that trans bar was crazy. Yeah,
That was definitely crazy.
That was a fire
I'm not
bar.
gonna say it, but
That was a fire bar.
I missed it.
It was controversial, I'll tell you that much.
he said Kelly gone. Actually, do I even want to say it?
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
was
You
gonna
say it.
look it up.
Yeah, just look it up.
He said-
he
when you
said
find the
Drake
name
quote.
Kelly, that's what it is.
Okay.
This is a Drake quote, by the way. But yeah, no, I like Bees on the Table. It was smooth. Wasn't really too
I
much.
was
That's
completely left 21 off
that-
of the song.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
he
a
ain't do
turn-
nothing.
That was to turn my brain off moment. I was
He
like,
didn't see. He didn't really make much of a.
Nothing.
He didn't make an
but
impact.
I wouldn't even say take him off. I just wish he would have did more.
He said, okay, he said, Killy might take the stick off of pussy like they was transitioning.
That's crazy.
That's insanity.
yeah.
That was a bar. He take a stick off of pussy because,
And then
hey,
it's just like,
is that A?
and then like always said,
6,
just to
7?
not really have 21 on the track like that. That was like
He
that's
just put him on a
that's
track
a
to
let-
show he
that's
was
a
still
let-
cool with him.
that's
He
a
come up with
letdown.
something for 21 just to make it less repetitive.
That's
just
what
like
we
letdown.
want him on there
I'm-
to say I'm cool with 21 still.
I would have preferred if he.
Y'all done way more before.
They have. They
Y'all could have
definitely
just left that off the album in my
Honestly.
opinion.
Bees on the table.
All right.
And that flows right into the already released
hey,
single.
now, I have a statement. Y'all know how critical I have been of What Did I Miss?
It's way better in the album.
But not only is it better on the album, I'm glad he put it right after Bees on the Table.
It
Because he goes
transitioned
right
so
into
well.
It
did transition.
Well, so it made me be like,
It did transition really well.
What did I?
So-
It does transition.
I'll say this real quick. I did not listen. I stayed away from all the songs, honestly, because I didn't really care, to be honest. And then the snippets that I was hearing, because like, of course I saw it. I saw him standing around the guns by the pool and shit.
It's so tough, bro.
But
What did
I ain't gonna lie, listening to the album, I don't know if it just because it sounds better than most of what's on here. That shit
It
kinda
does.
slap.
Okay.
I
No,
didn't
I'ma
save
tell you-
it, but I was like,
But
okay,
this
this
is-
sounds better than
Let's
when I
go.
heard it, like the little pieces of it.
This is
Or
why-
it just might be better than everything else. My bad.
nah, you good. But this is why it's important to have album composition, right? This is why you cannot just put shit
Sequencing.
randomly in
Yeah.
there.
Sequencing.
Things have to flow. And with What Did I Miss? I said it went. That it's damn near like a perfect interlude.
It really
Yeah.
is.
So I was like, cool. I actually decently like the song now.
Cause I didn't care for it when it was just by itself, but at the time I was just like, oh, yeah, Drake, nothing new, nothing crazy. I was like, I'm gonna just wait for the album to really come out. And
I was like, oh, his feelings hurt.
literally,
Basically.
literally.
don't give a fuck if you love me. I don't give a fuck if
I'll take his ad-lib, let's go over. Iceman, what else?
I agree.
I would
Yeah.
rather hear
Let's
him
go.
say, let's go over that. So,
I ain't gonna lie, I might take the Iceman turn. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I like it in the song, but he said it way too much.
But I think,
It's
so
I think it's because it
forced.
made me laugh. When I see him do, like, let's go, he just sounds corny.
That's
And,
what
like,
makes it funny. See, to me, that's funny.
I think it's because when I saw the visual, because like I posted it on my story when he was blue and translated, I was like, Iceman turn. Iceman turn. Like, it just made me laugh. So
I was
He's
just
a funny guy, man. Drake's a funny guy.
Nah, if he
not all
really
the time. He's a
he needs
cringe
to be an
man
actor.
more,
but he's a funny guy.
He can be
what
funny
else he is?
sometimes.
He's 40. I'm gonna keep saying that throughout the fucking video.
Yeah,
He is 40.
He is 40.
Plot twist, buddy. Because that's the
No,
next
look,
song.
that's the next song, plot twist, and I was like,
I love plot twists, guys. I love plot
Newsflash,
twists,
buddy.
guys.
I thought it was okay. Say that. I'm playing. I don't know.
Essential theme.
It was cool. It was cool.
Twisting it.
So,
I had to play it.
you know what's funny?
It's cool.
You know what's funny about plot twist?
ah, shit.
When I first heard it, hated it. Absolutely abhorrent. But
He started twisting them.
But I will say, because from at the time of this recording, there was a Iceman listening party the night of the album being released,
Shut up, my
and
boy,
this was probably the one song that in the function when I heard it, I said, "What is this?" And then I looked and I'm like, "Oh man, I said, "Okay, hold on, my bad."
Some
I
songs
was
you
not familiar
gotta.
with your game.
Some songs you gotta be outside to
For
hear.
sure. This is
That's true.
this
That's
is
why I'm
for
not gonna be
sure.
too critical on everything on Iceman because I feel like over time and hearing it outside, my opinion may change on some of these songs.
That's gonna
But
be y'all with Janice, bro.
It's not. It's not.
I'm just gonna accept it, but I'm
It's
still
definitely
not gonna
gonna
go. I still think it's
When you get off the drink and you chilling in the party and you hear that buried alive, someone come dig me up. You like, hold on.
the
Now the for real pisses me off.
For real, made the song harder.
Go, machine head, go! Keep singing it. Come on, man.
But
no,
I really like
Nah,
plot
that's
twist.
just funny.
I know it's probably corny, the spelling part, but that
think
shit's
that's
so
kinda
fucking
hard. I
hard.
think it's
M to the
actually
O
kinda
to the B,
I-
O
he-
to the C to the T
he
to the
put
O
me
to the
on
B to
that,
the
he
E
was
to the
spelling
R to the
October.
G to
I
the
didn't
A
know
to
he was
the N to the
spelling
G.
October.
October gang. October gang.
Too much spelling, my nigga. Like it's cool. It's cool. Too much spelling, nigga. We are not in the Keela and the B. I'm listening to an album. But that song in the function.
Because I'm twisting my fingers at him, he twisting fingers at me.
I don't like that part. I hate that part of the song.
That song
That's
in the
probably
function
the
go
worst
crazy.
part of the song. The beginning and the very end of the chorus are ass. But when he get into spelling, that's when it get hard. When he says
You just like the spelling bee part, bitch.
Facts.
You listen to Boosie.
he said twisting that six in his, as soon as he said twisting that six in his face, that's when it got hard.
Oh my
See,
god.
again, that's Drake being tough, Crody Drake.
Yeah, facts like
And
that.
that's where I'm kind of like, I'm
He
not
ain't
crazy
twisting
about
shit.
it.
You ain't twisted shit.
Yeah, like,
So real quick,
How about
I told one of my brothers gonna give me a hug.
I don't.
Come hug me right now.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not a
was like,
fan of
okay.
Central C, so I don't really know what he sounds like on all his songs either. But I've heard,
It's
you
what
know,
you
the viral
expect.
ones, and I'm like,
It's what you expect.
yeah, and I expect
Is this
shit.
the- yeah,
but
this
I
second
say that
verse-
to say, does he sound like he's stealing his?
No,
flow?
1,000%. But I won't say
Okay.
stealing because he actually fucked with Central C.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still borrowing.
that don't mean you don't steal.
But it's not
UK
stealing if you.
Drake.
He got songs with him.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, on this one part,
No, he did.
I was like, Central C?
No,
Like,
he
it's
went-
like
he
the
went
specific
UK
cadence
flow.
that he's doing.
He went
Like,
UK flow.
He did.
Where with
he
the
sounded
combo
like UK
Kato.
before, and it didn't sound like this.
Yeah.
And it also wasn't like, it sounded like he was like weaving in and out of the UK.
Yeah.
It almost like the UK persona and was trying to break out like, it was trying to break out like Split.
Like,
Okay, Cody, I'm so racist.
You talking about like Hulk and Endgame or Infinity War?
That's funny.
Nah, that
Cody
ain't
said the
right.
cops too racist.
I think the next song is even more interesting. Too hard.
Too hard for the
Right,
radio.
you
On the radio.
That's a banger. I said, nigga, I'm about to sneeze at my job. Wait a minute, he got me in this bitch ready to
I'm with
So if you don't know, me and TJ come from the.
jerk it era.
Yeah, I don't like calling it that, but we come from that era, and this song is like a track from the playlist.
Very, very California.
And I like the fact that he was throwing little shots at Kendrick, saying I can do
I'm
this
gonna tell you
shit
what to
too.
do, little nigga. Hey,
Cause I ain't
I'm
gonna
tell you
hold
what to
you.
do, little boy.
If you wanna keep it a
I thought
buck,
that was so tough.
he was making West Coast
He
slaps
really
before
did,
Kendrick
though.
was.
So
I know
tough.
he did. That's why I was like,
I
yo,
was
like
like,
you
what?
hear how much confidence he's saying.
Oh,
He's
G-
just whacking
GNX,
the ball.
I'm talking about.
Hold on. Did y'all hear him?
Hot take here.
Did y'all hear what he said?
What happened?
I said Drake been making West Coast slaps before Kendrick.
Again, now,
Now, when I say West Coast slap, I mean yes. I'm
Like
talking about that
NYG?
type of
Like the
actual
Buster beats?
what? Yes,
right, who you love.
he been doing it before Kendrick got with him.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
give you that.
nah, 'cause-
I'm not gonna give you that.
What's another song that has a GNX vibe that Kendrick has put
Does
out?
it have to be a GNX vibe? The West Coast is
That's
like,
what I mean
they
as
have
far
so many different sounds.
that's what I'm saying specifically
I
about
can
the
say
West Coast.
it's
I'm
clear.
talking about the
I
West
like
Coast
it all,
Bach,
Hey y'all.
the motto,
Thomas
the
is
Rack
on the
City
way.
type era. That
Shout out my nigga Thomas.
Thomas is on the
I
way.
don't think Kendrick has any of those up until Not Like Us. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you can't say Drake big in Cali. The whole YM and CA, just like the Village People. Train!
Oh,
Hey
yeah.
yo! The train!
I've heard it.
It's a part of the video.
It's just he's just part of the show.
Thomas fuck with Iceman.
Do it. Cause he hot and cold. Cause you get it, the train cold.
Oh
Like,
my God!
Too Hard for the Radio is a very interesting.
I fuck with that song.
attempt.
It's a very interesting attempt. To me, it's
Fresh Prince ass raps.
it just feels.
It fit on the beat too.
It does.
First off,
This is when the album kind of takes a fall off.
I was gonna say something about that in a second. But yeah, Too Hard for the Radio. It's just like. It's like, okay, cool, you did a little, like, literally, this is going to be the radio single. I can already see this. I've already heard it on the radio. Ironic, yes, I've heard this on the radio.
I'm not surprised. Man.
I've heard a few Drake songs on the radio, honestly, at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, it's cool. I think, like, if I hear it in the function, I ain't going to be mad at it, but am I about to go out of my way to play it? Probably not. That's just me.
That's how I feel. Like if I'm outside of
me
here,
with this
I'm
whole
gonna be
album.
mad.
Yeah.
But like if I'm gonna go out my way to play this song, maybe not. Like if I'm gonna listen to the album, I'm gonna play. 'Cause I don't know how I feel about it. Like I don't hate the song, but I also look at it and I question it because I'm like,
Sneak's about to play it in the session.
I guess I know. Like I feel like this is the song for like shout out my Oakland based. Shout out Kari by the way.
Yeah,
who,
it's so cool.
Helped produce the song, and I forgot the other producer that also helped with this track as well. Because I think the production on it is great. I know he sent shots at Mustard.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Mustard
obviously
said he was
Kendrick.
weirdo.
I mean, LA West Coast people call a lot of people weirdos. So
That's
that's
like
really they
fighting
slang.
words. They
Yeah.
do not. If
Yeah,
you say
they don't
somebody
like
weird,
like weirdo.
if you, bitch, what you say about me?
Nah, literally. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Like I don't hate it, but I don't love it either.
I think it would have been better if he didn't have the petty angle on it. Like if
think
he was
that's what it
serious
is,
about
bro.
just making like a cool song.
just having fun with it.
Yeah, like
I'ma show you what to do, little nigga.
he sounds hurt.
I'ma show you how to do it, little boy.
Let me get back at you. Yeah.
Mustard, you got to get
I
back
make
to
real
that.
time smacks.
Yeah, you got to get back to that. YG back, you know.
Well, you know,
Mustard,
not just trying to
yeah.
step up to the max.
And I'm just like, bro, you puffing your chest. Like, sit down. I don't know, bro. But I don't hate the song though. But it's a fun song. It's a fun song. I don't hate it. I need to go outside and hear it though. I will admit, I do need to step outside.
I feel like they'll play that at the rink for y'all. Right?
That's what I'm telling you.
All of these
We're gonna
songs
hear it.
on this album, if you hear them outside, it changes them.
Well, hold on, I don't know about all of them.
Most
The
of them.
Makeums, I don't know. I see the Makeums are for
Okay,
the
well,
person.
I'm about to say the next song, Make Them Remember. Disclaimer: all of the Make Thems are good rapping songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
With that being said, I will probably never listen to Make Them Remember, Make Them Know Again.
Thank
Not
you.
because they're bad songs, but because I
feel like
when Drake gets in his rap bag, but that cadence is lullaby.
Yeah, it's boring. I told you that I'm about to go over here and do that, and I can't do that. I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. That's a bar. I
Yeah,
guess.
with the slow song
Like,
beat.
that's a
I don't know,
Yeah.
like, but I don't mind make you remember. I make them remember, but I do agree with you. I don't see myself probably playing it as often. If I'm just letting the album play and I let it play, sure, but I'm not gonna go out my way to listen.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick. What if he put out Make 'Em Remember like 2 days after Heart Part 6? How do y'all think y'all would look at it?
Personally-
Do y'all think that he got Kendrick on that one? Or
So-
like any of them?
Personally,
Would Kendrick still have
that
won if he
after
dropped
the
this
Heart
right
Part
after
6?
Heart Part 6 when he
Yes.
threw up the white flag and then let's say 2 days later and he was like, you know what, fuck that, and then do that.
No,
Keep it the same. Maybe throw in a couple other disses like you smack your girl or whatever. Date free kids, all that shit.
Is
Like,
such a stain.
Because not like us.
We need to forget about Heart Part.
We
Thank
need to
you.
forget
Yeah.
about it. So,
but I'm glad he responded. I was like, okay.
He coulda kept that.
Way better response, in my opinion.
yes,
sure.
I
I think
agree.
it was
I
yes.
agree.
One of
If
the
that
best
was in
responses.
place of the heart.
see, Make
I
him
agree.
remember it's stronger because he's not throwing the white flag. He gave
Yeah.
up on Heart Part 6 and that like killed it completely.
Yeah.
But
It
also,
was
it's
already
like,
bad,
was you
but
really
it
gonna
killed
come
it.
back from Not Like Us though? Mike, come on.
But
bro.
he could have just shut up.
He would have
Would
had
have
to.
had to.
But Kendrick pulled a him. He was like, I'm gonna just do what you did to Meek Mill. I'm just make a hit out of you.
Yeah, that. Oh,
What did he say?
What a
Somebody gonna hand that boy that Grammy right now? And what did they do?
Gave him 6.
Come on. So, but yeah, anybody got any other opinions about
Shit,
Meek
he got
Mill?
like 10. Because he got like 5 last year just from Not Like Us, and then 5 this year for
That is-
Genius-related shit.
Because as we get to the bottom end of
I'm gonna be honest.
whatchamacallit,
You
you
know,
got
that-
that. As we get to the bottom end of Iceman, it's kind of like cool to me.
Now, actually, I actually like Little Birdie a lot. I thought it was a Kodak sounding song. I thought it was Kodak on there. But yeah, no,
I'll tell you-
I actually like that song a lot.
All I will say about Lil Birdie, other than he sounds like Kodak, if you find an artist from Florida, his name is 454. I'm not saying that he's copying him or whatever. He might not even know who 454 is, but that style, that's all him.
Nah,
he
bro,
from
he
South
stole it
Florida?
from 1900 Rugrat, bro.
Speaking, I was that is, yeah.
See, he's also from Florida too, so that's just a style like
Yeah, I'm
that.
about to say that's what they say. They
Because
all sound like that to
he
me.
sounds like Kodak on it. So like, there's a bunch of Floridian shit on that track. So
X sounded like that at one point. Dare I even say Ski Mask kind of sounded like that at one point.
nah, I'm gonna barely
It's a
let you
stretch.
get the
It's a
X
stretch.
off, but
Okay, it's a stretch. It's a stretch.
So
but I get where you were going.
And my and this and I'm gonna say this for because I know because I make them remember it's cool. It's just it's cool. I mean it's cool to me. Little Birdie, Don't Worry, and Firm Friends. Drake, and I'm talking to you personally right here.
Oh shit.
Go ahead and take them 3 songs, erase them off the project, make them know as the outro. You would have been cool. Huh?
Don't fuck with the conductor beat.
It's cool. See, it's cool.
It's so monotonous. It's the
to
same
me,
shit.
To me, the issue with this section is that Little Birdie, Don't Worry, and Firm Friends, because they have all this slow cadence to them.
Yeah.
It's it was hard for me to even differentiate when I went from one song to the next. And then after a while, it just kind of I kind of felt myself just being like, is the project over at this point?
Yeah.
I did.
It was getting draining at that point.
It was
It felt
dragging.
like you just, to me,
I
those are
agree.
just extra songs. Like, they're not bad songs. I don't think they're bad songs. But I think in terms of like the overall structure of the album, you could have took them three out, make them know the outro, and I would have been completely okay.
Real
But
quick.
That's the album.
Remember though, I was with the 6 way before you started doing 23. Come on, man.
Oh, brother. Hey, real quick. Did you like Speak on Me a Lot, or what do you say, Gain a Lot, like the dish detergent? Did you like that one?
He said that.
Like he said that. I heard it.
I didn't even hear that.
Speak on me and Gain a Lot, just like the dish detergent.
I don't like Little Birdie because it's too much Kodak coded for Kodak to not be on the song.
And then one last one. I put CC's on that hole like a titty surgeon.
Yeah,
I fuck with that. I fuck with that. I fuck with
that was
that.
a funny
I
part.
laughed at that one.
But it's a hella.
Yeah, it is. Again, turn your brain off, don't listen to the lyrics, just vibe. And that's what that song is to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, we pretty much at the end of the album. So what are we giving it? First listen.
Wait, we still have like, I fuck with Don't Worry. We still had the song. Chill. Don't worry. Fire.
She wanted me party. You like that?
So I like the end of the song where he being
She
petty as
just played
fuck.
some Nicki, then some Cardi.
I'm sorry.
Skip.
He said
sorry.
I just want to see that boy struggle with the phone bill.
That was
and the
nice.
light bill. That is the hardest part of the song. But it's very repetitive.
lyrics, bro.
I do.
He do.
He like,
And I'm learning
I
that.
do.
And you know what? I'm not even mad at it.
Because I'm not looking at it
I'm
like
mad at the song, but I'm not mad at him for liking it.
I'm not looking at it like, okay, I'm ready for him to go crazy. I like Drake as an artist, so I can deal with him doing his crooning song shit over a beat repetitively. I can deal with that.
It ain't his outro going.
It ain't.
You're doing me dirty.
But they don't like Don't Worry clearly. So
It's alright.
Again.
It's alright.
Like I said,
I'm not
Little Birdie, Don't Worry, and Firm Friends. They're not bad songs. I never said they were bad songs. I think they're just okay. They're just They're just okay. They're just okay. I think my biggest issue. I think if you want to fix this, break them up. maybe rearrange just those 3 songs just to split them up because it's just too much of that monotonous cadence back to back to back, and after a while my brain just tunes out, and I'm just like, okay, I need a little higher BPM to like pull me back in.
I want to speak to that, and this goes back to what we said earlier about him making like playlist music or whatever.
Yeah.
This might be hot. He should have combined the best parts of these 3 albums and made that Iceman call it a day.
The reason he didn't do that,
you throw on, and I know where you're about to go with it, so I get it. Well, I get why. The music's still bad. Two things can be true. I can understand his reason for doing it, but the songs are still ass.
I'm still out of there.
now I will say,
I agree.
I think "Don't Worry" should have been on Habibti.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
I would have liked that.
I'm not mad at that.
The other, Firm Friends, I treat that as one of the make thems, as in I skip it.
Damn near.
And then if we're gonna go into the final song, "Make Them Know," I think "Make Them Know" is a good ending because he's kind of closing that door, and he said like that old Drake that y'all wanted back and keep on talking about, he's dead. And like that's him confirming it. Everybody said he was dead for years.
Yeah.
But he actually coming out saying, yeah, that battle took me out. So I'm gone, I'm dead. This is a new era for me.
So wait, hold on. Did you like that ending? Like, did you fuck with him saying that?
Yes, because I think I think this was like one of those albums where he needed to make this to be able to move on and make another album. Right. I think this was a closure album for him.
Itself. Because it was like, it's what he said specifically. He was like, y'all remember Drake with the Innocence? I don't think we'll be seeing him again.
Yeah.
Like, it sounded so sassy.
Well,
like
Drake's a sassy guy.
Like
He's
some
a sassy
corny
guy.
anime villain type shit. Like,
It's the rap flow.
No, because he
was
said,
like,
now
can
I
never
will
go
say,
back.
It's the flow he chooses on the last
It's the
song,
flow,
too.
but
And that's why it comes off like that.
yeah.
But I'm not mad at it. I'm kind of like Adam. Like, it made me feel away a little bit. I was like, but I'm glad he did acknowledge what we were already thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, honestly, at this point, like, I've already accepted, like, bro, we're not getting that back, bro. Because remember, he juked everybody when they were saying, for all the dogs.
Thank you.
For y'all even, you know what I'm saying?
So
For all the Max.
God damn it!
You know, that the whole trend behind the hype behind it was, oh, this was supposed to be the old Drake, and then it was still current Drake. So that already told me, like, yeah, he's not doing that.
What is it? Make them cry and then make them know. That's the last one.
Make them know the last one.
No, it's the last
Both of
one.
those was like, all right, I'm just never gonna like Drake again ever. Because
No,
on the first one,
what do you
and here's the thing, I've been playing with it, and then after Scorpion, I was kind of getting, I was getting fatigued.
He almost
out.
lost me.
I was getting fatigued, and then when he was preparing for CLB, he did that like crazy trailer. He was redoing his covers and everything, and I was like, all right, maybe Drake gonna come back with this one. Failed. And then honestly, never mind. Dropped that out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, what we about to do? Fail. Her Loss, collab album, it's cool.
I was about to say, hold on.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Wait,
But
niggas, like-
but it's not solo.
CLB fire.
But moving on,
Continue.
For All the Dogs, fail. Now Iceman, your biggest moment that you need right now in your career to like really show that people got it, and then on your first song, you're like, oh, y'all want me to evolve? Y'all want me to dig deeper? No. And then on the last one, you're gonna say, oh, that old Drake, that innocent Drake, which also saying that your innocence was killed damn near at 40 is crazy. But for Drake with the innocence.
now, what I was gonna say,
You'll never see him again.
but okay, so like on
What are you
Scorpion,
saying to me?
It's the flow, I'm telling you, bro.
I don't care what it is. It was bad.
so on Scorpion,
Funny Negro right there. That's a funny Negro right there.
It's corny, bro.
on Scorpion,
Hey.
I think I don't remember what song it was, but he said, I settled into my role as the good guy. I guess luck was on your side. I think he was talking to Kanye. But
Yeah.
you can tell he was agitated, which I think is the similarities between this album and that album. But the difference is, instead of settling into that role as the good guy, as the hero that everyone loves, the golden child, the boy, I think this album with that last track, with him stepping out as the villain, I think that's him like, okay, since y'all destroyed the good image that I was trying to build and be this person that y'all were supposed to love, y'all don't love it, fuck it, I'm gonna be the villain now. And I think this ushers in a new era of Drake. Now, don't get me wrong, if he released some bullshit after this, I'm gonna be pissed.
No,
because
you still won't like it.
this is supposed to be what I think,
Come on, get a load of this guy. It's like,
I think what he. Couldn't even keep it together. Got him. I think this is like his version of. I won't say Mr. Morale because those are two separate albums.
Definitely not.
But I feel as like for Kendrick to drop that album as an album that he needed to drop. Like I said earlier, I think this was an album Drake needed to drop.
Agreed.
For him to get past it, so we can see a new Drake that we might actually fuck with and like.
That's fine.
He had to get over the hurdle.
Right, and I think this was an album to do that, and I think he did a good job of executing the album because overall, he gave us some good slaps. He was rapping for the people who wanted rapping. Yeah, he gave you Drake shit that's corny because that's just Drake.
Yeah.
If you don't like Drake, you're not gonna like the.
It's a very Drake album.
I can still go back to Thank Me Later and some parts of So Far Gone, even Take Care, even some of his best shit from then has some corny moments. You can have some corny moments.
But
then his corny moments was like Kanye, where it was like, I know that this is corny. Like they're saying it like ironically.
But what do you expect?
It was funny, or if anything,
from someone when he was hungry? That's back when he was hungry. He would rap his neck off if he had to.
That's when he was walking
But
the surface.
at
Drake
this point,
just stands for do right and kill everything.
but that's a corny bar in retrospect. But it's hard.
No, that was a hard part. That was
But again, it's still corny.
that's not corny. What's corny?
that wasn't
about
that
it?
corny.
That wasn't.
Drake just stands for do right, and he just broke down.
He just
You reaching.
Slide today. That would've
I
been
like the line because I'm a Drake fan.
I think it's.
But I can.
I
It's
think the
like
haters
like when the haters hate
the
on
Dubai
Drake, I
bars
can
are
hear
tough.
those
Okay.
things. No, because it's in the same category. It's Drake corny lines that are hard. I like them.
Nah.
I'm not even, I'm not even a Drake. But him breaking his name down like that.
That was tough.
It was cool.
That's not.
That was not.
It's a good bar. I like it.
Sunglasses on.
That's okay.
It ain't even bright in here.
That's really.
But
tough.
what were you about to say, ASAP Jude, when we were wrapping up the album?
Yeah, so I was going to say, what do we think about it off of first listen, and then what do we think about it now? Personally, first listen, I gave it an 8 out of 10. It delivered on the rapidy rap side. It gave me a couple club banger slaps. He definitely lost me with a couple of those corny bars. But, again, I've said this on the pod, and I've said this to y'all seriously several times. If this shit would have overall sucked or sounded like a 22-year-old would have made it, dead.
For
Drake,
sure.
Done for. But it didn't sound like that. It sounded like somebody who was at least attempting to try to get back to what he knows and or try to at least semi-branch out into some growth. So that's why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 6. 6.
Get out. Get out.
I'll tell you my reasons why. That's not a bad score.
That's not a bad
average.
score. That's good.
And that's room for improvement.
That's slightly above average. That's fine.
That's room for improvement.
That's a 6.
Because it could.
Y'all look at it. See, you can't look at it like percentage. You can't look at it like.
That's a barely passing
Jay,
grade.
quit being right, bro.
Ooh, you
I'm
are
gonna tell you
not
why.
gonna
I'm gonna
almost
tell you
fail
why.
that.
I'm gonna tell you why. For me personally, the album gets a 6
You don't want
because
to
for
hear
me, I'm saying the album is just cool. I think it is a statement album from Drake. I don't think it's his worst. I don't think it's his best. I think this is a good comeback for what it is, but I do think there were some areas on here where I feel like it could have been better. Me personally, if you would have chopped off maybe, like we were saying earlier with the last few songs, and maybe kept it at like 14, I would have gave it a 7. But with some of the songs and some of the tracks, because I'm going to be real, like, I don't see myself, for real.
For real.
I don't see myself playing Iceman by July. I'm going to play this for now, unless I'm outside. If I'm outside and I hear it, cool. But am I going to go back? Because to me, this just feels like a step up from For All the Dogs, in my opinion. Now, I do think this is slightly better, but it ain't by a whole lot. And I've been seeing a lot of people like, this Drake best album since Views. And I'm like,
Hold on now.
guess.
Hold on.
Like,
Crazy.
I don't know about that.
I think
Views
best
is more
album
cohesive.
since Scorpion.
You can
Yeah.
make an argument for that. I'm not mad at that.
And I don't really care for Scorpion that much.
I don't either. But I don't think this is a bad album. I think Drake did what he needed to do. I think there was some moments. But to me, the highlight track that I really liked the most was National Treasures. National Treasures. I mean, I can name some other ones that I thought was enjoyable. They were enjoyable, but there's some ones where I'm like, if he would have been on this tone or maybe more of Make Them Cry, that type of level where he really gets more vulnerable and gets more deeper and introspective, I will fuck with it. But in overall, I'm giving it a 6. Now my answer can change over time. It can go up to a 7, potentially 7.5, maybe 8 if the song's growing me a little bit more. But right now it is at a 6, and I'm standing on that. I don't care. Y'all can give it an 8, 10, whatever.
Kill him in the comment, Al.
Well,
I don't care. It's a 6 for me.
Kill him in the comment.
It's
Al.
cool.
All right.
It's a cool project.
so this is what I want to say. On first listen, I gave this album a 7.5. At this point in the time we're recording, 5.5.
He went down.
Damn, that's
Because I say that because I have the songs that I liked from this project. Cool. I like those songs, which is actually crazy because I just counted. It's 9 out of 18, so it's half the album. But to me, yes, we got rapping Drake, and yes, we got Chloe. We got a couple slaps, a couple club bangers for sure. But it's overall, even after listening to this album as many times as I have, I walked away from this album just feeling, for the lack of a better word, unimpressed. It's good. To me, it's good Drake, and that's exactly the issue. It's good Drake, and that's the exact issue with it. It's because it's because to me it's just like, okay, you had the 2 years off after the whole Kendrick rap beef. Cool. You kind of stayed to yourself and kind of mold to yourself. Okay, cool. Like Malik said, you're 40, continuing. You are battling aging. And to me, it's just like, and it's just like the fact that we got all the way up to this point, and now, like you said, Wacko said, now by the end of the album, you're telling me, okay, I'll finally think about trying to evolve myself and change my ways. Nigga, what? That's stupid to me. I'm sorry. I would have been. In my opinion, like Wacko said. No. Like Wacko said, I would have been more impressed if he took all 3 albums and made it one compilation and give me something like that. 2, it's just like, bro, this is so cool. Drake, you did not do anything new or impressive to make me come away and be like, I'm
about to shug scream.
No, bro. It's just like, bro, Drake, blasphemy. No, bro, it's not even blasphemy, but it's just like, you had this 2-year prep, you hyped up Iceman, did all these fancy things to promote the album, and yet, at the end of the day, you gave me some shit I would have heard you put out 2 or 3 years ago. It's unimpressive, bro. It's unimpressive, bro.
Drake 2 years ago.
I'm sorry, y'all crazy. I'm sorry. Bro, I guarantee you, bro. Even without the Kendrick, bro. I'm sorry, and I'll move on after this. Even without the Kendrick beat, bro, there is not one song in this project that there's nowhere on this project. Take Kendrick out the equation, we still would have got all this shit. Hey, y'all.
I kind of agree.
Wait, we would have got this exact same project had Kendrick not done shit at all.
Much difference of like, yeah, that's cool. Let me shut up.
Wacko.
We said.
Shut up, please. We give him. He gonna.
I'm just wait.
All right.
I gave it some positivity at least. And I said it's got 1 for 3.
Y'all want a score?
Just give yours. Up to you. Just whatever you want to say. If you don't got a score, just give your critiques.
If you guys decide to check out my reviews, mainly post on Instagram, but they're up on TikTok and YouTube as well.
Check out.
I don't do ratings just because people get weird with that shit or whatever. I just find it easier to share my thoughts on the music and just leave it at that. If I had to rate this, I'm giving it a 4. Damn. I'm gonna tell you why. Out of 18 tracks, I only saved 2. Janet Shut the Fuck Up and National Treasures. I said it in my review because they irritate me less.
That's crazy.
I am fine with having vibe music and this, that, and the other. I get that Drake is one of those artists that makes a lot of vibe music, but he is also put on the pedestal as one of the GOATs, one of the top lyricists, one of the best artists of all time. He's putting himself up there with Michael Jackson.
He
Now,
is.
of course, most of that is numbers-wise, but talent
number ones
and
ever. How long
talent,
did it really
and, but talent and all of that out the fucking window. He doesn't even. I'm not even like the biggest Michael Jackson glazer. He is not touching Mike like his fucking pinky, bruh. He's not.
That's totally different. That's a different.
It is completely. It is different, but that's what I'm saying. In his realm, he's not even the best in his realm. There are so many other artists. There's way better hip hop in general, better music in general than what Drake gave on all 3 of these half-assed albums.
Drake.
Not to mention the actual shit that he's saying. And I don't want to quote what I said in my review, but I kind of want to. But
Go ahead.
The floor is yours. This is
I want to say
Pull
this
up
is
the
how I
reference.
ended it.
outrageous.
But okay, so I already said that I like the production. The production is actually the best part, and I wanted to go back to what you said earlier when you was comparing it to If You're Rating This Is Too Late, because If You're Rating This Is Too Late is my favorite Drake project, and I love the way that he's rapping on there. I feel like this album is him, like you said, trying to kind of get back in that mode a little bit, especially since he is rapping from beginning to end type shit. But outside of the beats, and then like even his energy, like the back half of the album is so fucking slow. But overall, I said, so I was talking about the production, and I said that they basically all, the songs as a whole, they fall flat most part because throughout the entire album, you are getting nothing but incognizance, tone deafness, victim role-playing, elite gaslighting, lack of accountability, zero evolution, no maturity, and overall whiny chip-on-his-shoulder attitude fueled in every single one of these songs. And when I hear that, it makes me like, why the fuck do I want to listen to this? I can vibe all day, but if you're really gonna claim to be like one of the best rappers, you really at like the tip top, I need you to come with bars. I need you to have better conviction with your bars. I need your shit to make sense. I need you to stand on business with certain shit. And I also want you to keep it honest with what the fuck happened. You fucking lost. You lost. And guess what? And that's fine. But guess what? Don't try to rewrite history acting like everybody's against you, especially. But guess what? But guess what? We know, and his truth is kind of wrong because when you think about it, there are a lot of situations, not all of them, but there's a lot of situations where he threw the first stone or he added unnecessary fuel or gas, and there's a perfect clip from American Dad that sums this shit up. Y'all ever see the clip when Roger just slaps Stan and then Stan hits him with a chair? And then he's crying. He's like, wait, are you crying? He's like, yes, he hit me with a chair. Why the fuck did you slap Kendrick? So it's like you can't get on here and do that victim playing shit and then like really try to act tough at the same time. And then on top of that, Drake has never really been like the cool guy, but him trying to like, cause I actually like when Drake is like emotional. I like when Drake is emotional, but he sounded like an emotional person trying so hard to prove that they're not emotional throughout this entire album, and that irritates me. So with that being said, it's a 4. When I first heard it, I thought it was a 2. I at least bumped it up because I'm keeping 2 tracks. And because there are elements of damn near all the songs that I do like, but the other elements that I don't like, bring it all down. I'm done.
Viewers at home, y'all don't know this.
Adam, you want to rebuttal?
Viewers, I'm waiting. He signed like 18 different times. I know he ready to launch off.
Go ahead.
Let's start with the score.
With score, I give this album a solid 8.2.
Bitch, if you don't just say that.
initial rating was an 8, but it went up a little bit because
2 points?
0.2.
Let him talk.
My fault. You could have said 8.5 at this point.
what I like about this album so much is everything that you said you want him to do, he did on this album. Granted, it may not have been the fashion you wanted it to, but he addressed things, he took accountability, and
No, he didn't.
You gotta let him talk.
You got your bars
No,
on.
I'm sorry. You're right.
So you say he took accountability.
He took accountability in the sense of he knows that he has been the catalyst for a lot of these wrongs. With that being said, Drake has matured immensely just to be able to put this on wax. Those 2 years years that you say you're tired of him victimizing and talking about, that has actually actively been his life for the past 2 years. Niggas on the internet talk about it. That's one thing. This has been this nigga's life. Like I said earlier, niggas have been calling him a pedophile for 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
Certified lover boy, certified.
And then dancing to it. His best friends, he so-calls, are dancing along with the shit. Of course, he's gonna be jaded. He's gonna be upset. He's gonna be depressed. You can hear that melancholy tone throughout the entire album. So I get that. Now, the reason I enjoy it to the fact of where it's an 8 is because the rapping Drake that everybody kept on talking about, he's here. We see little flashes of him doing what's like, damn, Drake can do that. But, of course, again, it's not to the level that everyone wants it at. Mm-hmm. I enjoy the fact that he was even able to tap into that bag, give us something that was worth listening to, and then give us hope that after this, we're going to see a whole different Drake. I think this album mainly, as a Drake fan, it gives Drake fans hope. Because this lets you know that, first of all, he's out of the deal. Those 3 albums were to fulfill that contract. Now he's out of the deal. Now we get to see what independent Drake putting out what he wants to put out and actually in a better headspace. Not dealing with the lawsuit, not dealing with the Kendrick shit, just him in his own space. We'll see that after this, hopefully.
Real quick, was that actually confirmed? Because I know like that's what everybody is saying, that's what the talks are, but it hasn't actually been confirmed. So.
But I can't think of any reason why anyone would drop 3 albums if it wasn't to fulfill it.
Yeah, but he
That's the same shit Future did.
But he in a 360, so anything, there could be any type of loophole in that. This might not have done nothing, if we really want to be honest.
I would say Drake just probably has so much music where he was like, dang, I kind of want to do all the rap shit, but I like these songs too. Fuck it, let me just throw these out too for the fans.
But yeah, I just think this is a level of vulnerability we haven't got from Drake in a very long time, if honestly ever, because Drake always puts on this bravado, but like on the very first track, he lets you know, I've been hurt, I got shot, I am still bleeding, but I'm trying to make my way back, and that's all I can ask for. With this album, I wasn't going into it with expectations of him to do his typical Drake. I just wanted him to get on the track, make songs that I can listen to without cringing to death. Because I still cringe. I said to death.
See, that's me.
That's why I said I don't want to cringe to death, because at the end of the day, he has a cringe bar, and then he'll go on and make you hear some shit that you like. Yeah. So I think it's just a good balance of what we wanted from Drake as far as rapping goes. Now, I do think, again, he could have done way better on every single track on this album. I don't doubt that. For people saying that this is what y'all wanted from Drake, this is the rapping Drake, yes, because it shows us he can still do it and he's still possible. So this just gives a good outlook on Drake projects for me. That's why I rate it so high, because again, it's like one of those moments in time for his career that, as opposed to where it could have been you're done or you can continue, I think this was a very good point for him to stand on as I'm moving forward. And I think this was a good staple project for that. That's why I feel the way I feel about this album.
Okay, well, for my last few, my other brothers, y'all got any closing thoughts on this Iceman review as we wrap this conversation up?
Well, I was going to say, before we wrap it up, real quick, y'all want to go over the other 2?
Classic and WNBA is the best songs on the other one. The Sexy
You missing
Red
one.
song is cool.
You missing High Fives.
That song cool.
Fire.
I haven't even got to the other international, honestly.
I'm
never mind
spent
shit.
ass.
So
Habiti's boring.
What? Boring?
I said what I said. It's boring.
I kind of have to agree with
You
him.
said that like it wasn't?
Lady or Maid of Honor.
I like a
is
couple
actually
tracks
not
on
bad. It's a step up from honestly it's mid. Habiti is just boring. Classic is the best song, and it's not even.
Classic's not the best song.
It's not even lie saying a whole lot, and it ain't WNBA. I like WNBA.
I like
but
WNBA.
I'm
High
not
fives.
crazy about it.
No.
And also, I don't want to hear Sexy Red on another fucking feature unless it's some hood ratchet shit. Stop putting
That
her
is
on.
very
You like
true.
Cheetah Print?
Her verse is terrible.
Oh, no, that's I like her on that song.
Terrible.
So
Now, Cheetah Print, smack that.
Oh, I thought you
Smack that.
Alright.
That shit hilarious.
He was talking about right here, right there. I was talking about Cheetah Print.
I would rather hear her on Bend That Ass Over, Let That Coochie Breathe. Versus right here.
Nah, I'd rather hear her right here, right there.
You don't like the
So-
chocolate?
Right here, right there.
this is
Hey, don't say
so.
But nah,
Okay,
Maid of Honor
that's
is
a song.
better than Habibti. And
I
honestly,
agree.
when Maid of Honor, like, when they go out in the clubs,
I think it's gonna hit.
that shit about to go ridiculous.
I think it's gonna hit outside, and I'm not mad at it because I expect it.
So, I ain't got much more on Iceman.
He said, I
I said what I said, but because it's just like, at the end of the day, it's just like Drake, like you said, Drake, you are being held at too high of a standard and too high of a pedestal for you to give music that is that low effort.
That's low effort to you?
Yes.
Overall, yeah.
All trio.
Overall, yeah.
So wait, before you say that, do you know how difficult it is to make this great music that y'all want him to make in a depressed state where you feel
Isaiah
scrutinized?
Rashad did it, and he has a damn near classic album with It's Been Awful. I won't say damn near. Actually, I'll take that back. But it is an amazing.
I'm not saying.
Look, you said agree that you like.
That is a separate category because Isaiah Rashad is a totally different type of artist.
It doesn't matter if we're just talking on the concept of like them going through certain things and actually, and that's why it's
But it's
important
levels.
to unpack your trauma.
It's levels.
Like a grown adult.
It's levels.
All right, and then wrap this shit up, B.
So as for Habibti, the WNBA slapped the city. Her Not There.
It's hard not
I'm Spent Without Drake.
So
Yeah.
And Classic are the only good songs. And while I understand Maid of Honor is for the club scene and international scene, good for them, they can have it. Throw the album in the fucking garbage. That album is hot trash. The whole thing. I listen to every song on Maid of Honor. It's just not for it's not for me. It's not for me. But toss it away.
Maid of Honor 5.
Well, I think this has been a very interesting review of Iceman and a small, quick mini review of the BT. And
I
what
was
you
gonna
want to
say
say?
is Caleb Williams is the original Iceman.
There you go.
He liked it.
And Drake, you 40. That's my whole thing throughout everything.
He knows that now.
Yeah, that's another issue within itself.
Drake, you're
But I
40.
need-
And that's kind of the problem.
We gonna see.
Well, he's not 40 yet. In October, he'll be 40. When he drops his new album.
You about to be 40,
All
but
right, fine. He's 39. Shit.
39 intro.
Okay, anywho, it's the boys, the 4+1.
Shout out our boy Wacko for joining us for this conversation
yes,
and adding his insight.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Please like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like any of our takes, we don't give a damn. But let us know in the comments.
Comment.
And
What did you think?
You know what I'm saying? It's been another episode of the Four Brothers Podcast. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We will catch y'all on another episode. Please let us know how y'all feel about the boy Drake.
Hold on, wait, one more.
Oh yeah, and as always, protect your peace.
Thank you. We gotta come on now.
I'm cold.